What is up, folks? What is up? What is up? What is up? You made it? What's up, dork? What's up, dork? I like that name because I can say dork. What'd you make? I'm curious what you made. I'm just like liquor. I'm curious what you made. What's up, Tristan? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, kind of a last minute decide to do a live stream. I actually plan on doing a live stream this entire week, but like a bunch of stuff were like distracting me if I actually wanted to. So it just happened. It just happened. I have something planned that we can do, and that is this whole thing here, which is not that. This. We could do this later on. It just depends on how much I yap. But I just want to get on here and chat. Just want to chat. I think it's a good time to chat. You made lunch? Good. I hope it's good. I hope it's very tasty. What's up? What's up with the fan art? What's up with the fan art? Should do a live stream every week. Yeah, I'm always kind of fighting with content to actually discuss because I do like pre-recorded content on YouTube. Typically everything that I want to discuss is there. I think the only thing I can really do is kind of elaborate on the discussions themselves and maybe chat with people about the topics themselves. I mean, like, I think this week, I think the big thing is really sort of a constant reminder. A constant reminder that people, unfortunately, they need to look into things more. I think people, unfortunately, need to look into things more. I think we're too... And it sucks to have to say this, but it's like, we're at a point now where people need to not trust anything. It's really what it is. And especially with the age of AI, I think people need to stop trusting things. Stop trusting things. Always question everything. And that's not a bad thing. It's not like you're distrusting of people. Like, even me. Please, everything I talk about, look it up yourself. Don't take my word for it. When I tell you it's the fall of the production committee for One Punch Man, look it up yourself. Go do your own research, because I think no matter what, even I can make mistakes. I know that's a shocker to people, but even I make mistakes. I mean, this is never going to leave me. I jumped on the whole bandwagon about Chainsaw Man, was it season 2? I was like, oh, look, this season 2 announcement, let me make a video on it. And people are like, dude, that's not even real. It's like that whole thing. Always question everything. And I say that about AI because, yeah, you see videos and holy crap, it looks really real. And you're thinking that this person said this, or this CEO said this, or this president said this. Look it up. Find the source. Find out where it was at. Is it really true? But I think it's why I'm saying that in regards to anime itself is like, anime itself has always been so, like, isolated. Anime, like, Japan, the industry itself, and communication from the fans in the West has been so isolated because there hasn't been really any way of really communicating or receiving communication without some sort of translator. But now, like, the ability to translate things so much easier, but there's still mistakes in there, and there's also malicious intent. And with anime getting bigger and bigger, it just means the audience in the West is getting bigger and bigger, and thus with that enlarging of the fandom, it means more money and capability. And with every social media platform and every single video content creation platform being all about how much engagement you get, it's easy to just take what you get there and either lie to get connection from people and thus make money, or to omit the truths to make money. Like the whole situation with the Norwegian man? Norwegian? I'm sorry, for some reason my brain can't say that word even though I know how to say it. Norwegian? That whole thing right there is an aspect of omitting the truths in order to get connection. The situation with One Punch Man, it's several cases. One being a case of lying to get connection, which is like leaks that claim that it's supposed to be this studio or that studio, that studio, that studio, that it's already in production and that it's like almost done, and that Mappa's doing it, or that Madhouse is doing it again. That stuff is lying in order to get, and it could be like leaks from like, yeah, studio communications that weren't actually going through. It's lying to get engagement to make money. But the end result is always the same. People are misinformed, they are upset because they're lied to, or they just think that it's the wrong people's faults. Meanwhile, My Hero Academia is just cooking. Everything's falling apart. Demon Slayer's cooking, Chainsaw Man's cooking, My Hero Academia's cooking, and everybody else is upset. But no, it's like, for me personally, like the whole Norwegian thing, it's like I seen that and I immediately go, okay, what's actually happening? I don't think this is actually what's happening. It just seems so out of place. And even if I find out it's true and then I should be upset about it, it's like that's when you go on to do something about it. Man, I think that we're not that far away from the end of the year. Yeah. My brain, because the year was at the next line, I was just reading it as I think it was the end of the end times. Everything's falling apart. Oh gosh, that's why I don't like to make all the negative stuff. There's too much negative stuff. Let's get on here and chat anime, have fun, use your brain, people. Yeah, and I think that, again, that's the element of like, with so much information at our fingertips, it's so easy to kind of just get all that data so quickly. Because our brain is trained to receive information so quickly, we don't want to stop and look at it more because it takes time. So it's easier just to accept the information as you're scrolling past. You want to get to the next thing. That's sort of what you have to kind of train your brain to stop doing that. I do it. I do it. It's very hard to untrain your brain from just consume, but to stop and actually look into it. Another prime example, the whole situation with the METI, the committee in Japan. The proposal, despite most people posting it properly, like they're saying essentially to restrict interference with creative works. That's the quote everybody has. Interference with creative works, and then they put, expansion in the West. So the omitting the truth is that the restricting, interference with creative works is for the Japanese government, not to interfere with the works. But everybody reads that because that's been omitted, that it means that, oh, the Westerns don't mess with our product. Japan can't do anything about censorship in the West. If a show comes in the United States and somebody here censors it, it's against contracts, and so they would have to get some sort of approval that they can still air it. But in most cases, if the government says, if the United States has a law against something, it will be censored. There's no doubt about it. If it goes to like a Middle Eastern place and it gets censored because it has two guys kissing, there's nothing you can do about it. Japan can't enact laws upon another country. It literally can't do that. Like I said before, when I was talking to Zenko, he's like, he agreed with that. We can't really do anything about that. It's only for the Japanese government. But again, omit the truth. And now I'm seeing, videos being posted here and there where it's saying we're stopping the Western censorship. No, that METI proposal has nothing to do with Western censorship. The proposal is to expand the West, but it's to get government funding to help with growing the anime industry without the government getting its hands in it. Because whenever you ask the government to get involved with something, they want to do things with it. They want to mess with it. Well, you're getting our funding from the government, so obviously we can control things. Japan can just summon the Sekai Samurai. Just get Yasuke in there. Yasuke will handle everything, right? What's up, SJ? Or is it Jebby? Hope you're doing well. Do you know the anime High Step June? No. Is that anime? Is that Danwa? Is it anime or Danwa? It sounds like Danwa. Actually, Danwa. I didn't mean it to sound like that. It sounds Chinese. Cue this song, we only read the headlines. Yeah. And that sucks because I'm so tempted every time I make a video to sort of word it in that way. And that's really because I've had cases where people call some of my stuff clickbait because I will sort of include things like that. Like with the whole METI thing. I put in there no censorship. It's true because they don't want censorship from the government, but it's Japanese government. But I put that in there because I want people that are going through a bunch of these videos that are omitting that truth and will see my video and say, oh, he's talking about it too, let me see what he says. And then when they come in my video, I'll explain that part. And so it's like this difficulty because I'm still technically feeding into that whole headline reading move on thing because they'll see that and go, oh, well, he said it too, and they don't even watch the video. But I don't know how else to get people involved without saying, like, essentially starting infighting. I don't want to go on a video and say, this person said this and they're wrong, this person said this and they're wrong. I just want to say, people are getting this wrong, let's talk about the truth. I don't want to get in this whole, like, infighting thing between content creators and whatnot. It doesn't solve anything. It just gets stuck and muddied. I've seen a few people here recently that I've watched some of their content, and they're getting stuck in that stuff, and it's like, I don't want to get involved in that stuff. It gets nowhere besides this crap throwing contest. What's my thingy? A throwing contest. The Bandai Bank. Yeah, I was happy to see when I went on social media today, specifically like that content creator that I had talked about. Not content creator, it's just a One Punch Man fan account that I talked about yesterday. Literally went on there today and was like talking about how, look, I'm getting rid of that. I think it's best to do this. And it was mainly because they got a bunch of replies from Japanese fans that are like, boycotts don't work like that. And that's really was my point in my video, was that Japan sees boycotts differently. They don't see it like we do. Boycotts here, it's like, the Budweiser thing or something like that. Don't do this, don't consume this, and thus the company breaks. But you can't really do that with Bandai. And additionally, again, they see it as Well, if you do that, they'll just stop making One Punch Man. It's not going to fix anything. Like, you not buying their products is not going to make them go, oh, well, we got to fix One Punch Man because we're not selling Gunpla anymore. It just doesn't, it unfortunately doesn't work that way with Bandai. And again, technically, there's a whole bunch of people involved. It's not just Bandai. Bandai's not the only person on that board. Yeah, Japan is weird one because they put the synopsis in title. Well, you know why they do that. You know why they do that. That's like a whole like light novel listing thing. That's really weird. It's just like to get to it's just a way of like getting attention to the actual product, which is to your point, right? It's not clickbaity, but it's more like an idea of like, let's make this as long as possible. That way people see this on the front page and they click on it. It's like it's just a listing thing. Clickbait, but to properly inform. Tricky business. Yeah, it's always a balance. It's always a balance. I don't want to get in that realm because I just feel like it's disingenuous, but it's also the game, right? It's the game of YouTube, is to get people's attention, because in a lot of cases for a lot of content creators like myself, the only exposure I really get to like the broader audience is if they're on somebody else's video and I'm over in the corner and they go, oh, that looks interesting, and they click on it. That's what that clickbait is, that attention of like, you have a split second to grab somebody's attention that doesn't watch your content. What do you do with that? Do you make a video that has like big red text that says, you know, they're stopping censoring anime? Yeah, that's gonna grab a lot of attention, right? Rather than, you know, the Japanese government is gonna stop censoring their own anime. I don't care. Which one grabs your attention more? The subtitle, the thumbnail that says Japan to stop censoring anime, or the one that says Japan is going to stop censoring its own anime? What the banner? Gadanya, thank you so much for the support, man. I appreciate 7 buckaroos. Star and Stripe, Quirk, new role. All anime, manga, and light novels titles will be limited to 6 words or less. Yeah, that's like the weird oddity about Japan. I don't know if you guys know, but like a lot of their like, what is it? Is it hiragana? It's not katakana. Katakana is very like syllable based or whatever, but like it's like it's a hiragana. Like, for instance, you know how like Twitter has like the limited characters? They can write a book in that limited characters because their stuff like means so much more. Each character like can span out so much more. They can write a book within that character limit. So that's not really saying too much for them. They can put a lot in there. But 6 words, that'd be difficult. Like the whole, what was it? The one this season, which is like one of the longest ones, which is level 99 gacha, unlimited gacha. I was kicked out of my party or something like that, so I rolled the gacha and got level 9999 friends that so I can take on the world and punish them or something like that. Like this long ass paragraph, which is literally like the first episode. I don't think they could put that in 6 words. Oh, again, unless they do the level 999 gacha, unlimited gacha. But the whole situation with the One Punch Man, I think at least it seems like for the most part it's coming out to being a positive, a net positive in the end, because there's a nice thing to see when something good comes out of it and people are actually getting informed. Because unlike in a lot of other cases, and I think this is due to a lot of really prominent anti-tubers thankfully seeing the truth behind this whole situation, is that in the end, even though it started out with, you know, a lot of people being misinformed about the production, it going to episode 1, people being very upset about it, a lot of people attacking JC staff, eventually people realizing over time it's a lot more complicated. The animation and anime, you know, creation process is a lot more complicated than just this studio wants to destroy your property you love so much. People are now seeing, oh yeah, it's, you know, this production committee, and they're going to set the standards. They're going to set how much money they're going to pay into it, how much time is given to it, what the schedule is, when it's supposed to broadcast. Oh yeah, and then there's this whole situation where, you know, this is maybe what they want to produce. This is what they've set the standards for, and JC staff is fulfilling that. Oh yeah, that's right. There is very underpaid people that are trying to struggle to get the work out as fast as possible, and there's a lack of animators, yada yada yada. The anime industry is like this hellhole, this hellhole of destruction for humankind, and oh yeah, it's not as simple as JC Staff bad guy. I think people do prefer the idea of it just being simply, oh, you just say JC Staff bad, and then you've done your part. So, to have it being more complicated than that, I think some people don't like that. Overlord's one of the shortest ones, which was a great one. Yeah, but that's been around for a while. It's been around for a while. I guess not been that long. When was that, like 2012 is when that started, question mark? Or 2009? I know it was early 2010s. I guess it was technically a little bit before, possibly, the big title boom. Question, do you think anime fans are hypocrites when it comes to AI? They hate when studios use it and praise it when it's well used by fan animations. It depends on whether they're upset about it. That's a very broad question. Like, for me personally, I don't like it because you're essentially paying for a product, and when you pay for a product, you don't expect them to use somebody else's work. The understood idea of AI is that it essentially is taking an accumulation of a lot of people's hard blood, sweat, and tears, and it's using that information in order to replicate it in an altered way in order to make it look like something different, or in some cases just completely looks like one. Like in the case with some of that Sora stuff, it's like, oh yeah, it's literally just Demon Slayer. It's not really a case of like what AI creates is not acceptable for some people, or including myself. It's just more of an aspect of, if I go to a studio, I'm expecting the studio themselves and humans are making something, and when they don't disclose they're using AI, it makes me feel like they're lying to me, and in fact they're ripping somebody else off in order to make money. Because you got to understand that a lot of these production committees are making a boatload of money when they sell this animation to other people, and the expectation for a lot of people, including myself, is that what I'm seeing and I'm paying for and I'm watching ads for and that I'm, subscribing to a service for is, fabricated by human hands and effort that is paid for. Not, some moneybags guy sitting behind a desk that presses a button and says, ChatGPT, make me an animation. That's my point of view. Yes, there's a lot of people that is just like, if they hear AI, they scream and run out the room and think that it's all evil, but my perspective is more for setting expectations for people. In the end, I personally don't really like where we're going with AI, just because too much of AI so far that I've seen doesn't feel inspired. It doesn't feel like something was actually breathed into it. It just feels like a prompt. And in the end, if that doesn't change here soon and we just start to kind of just roll out nothing but AI stuff, it's just going to turn to slop. Nothing's going to be inspired anymore. Everything's going to be sort of a derivative of something else, which yes, we currently have in some respect, but it's not, I don't think, to that level. Hydrate? What's up, Patches? Is Patches holding up the fort over on Twitch? I think One Punch Man Season 3 has done an amazing job with allocation of resources. The fight scenes looked a lot better than everything else. Yeah, I think the episode 5 had some really good stuff in it. They put money where it needs to be. Yeah, and like I said before, I don't think it's ever going to be what people expect it to be. And based on the information that we had before based on actual real information that we had before the show aired, I think that was going to be the expectation for a lot of people that were informed on how anime is made. You don't release a trailer that uncooked right before a show starts to air and expect that it's at all remotely done. Thanks for your perspective. Well, I'm glad that I could bestow my perspective. I try to keep a middle ground. I don't like to, even if I'm uncomfortable with where AI is going and how much it's being adopted by companies and people, even if I have that uneasy feeling, I don't want to ignore it. It's best to kind of look at what something can sort of provide as a benefit rather than completely destroy it just because it doesn't feel right. And I think where we're going right now, and it seems like, didn't they just lose a case? Didn't ChatGPT just lose a case? I think where we're going right now, I think the only thing that would be satisfying for me is I would appreciate if art wasn't involved. I think AI can do a lot of benefit for society, but I kind of wonder if there's a way of not having art being involved with it. Because I think in the end, art is probably the single most thing that I think mankind can't really give up the keys to. But I say that, and I also acknowledge the idea that if people are upset about AI creating an image that's based on somebody else's work, create an animation based on somebody else's work, why aren't they upset with AI replacing other jobs, like coding and stuff like that? Because it is based on other people's work. It is actually a very interesting thing to kind of consider. I know a lot of people are still upset no matter what AI does, but it is interesting to wonder if people that are not okay with art being done by AI, if they're okay with other people's jobs. If you look at art as a physical labor, don't look at it as art. Look at art as a physical labor. Somebody had to draw circles and everything. Look at that the same way you would look at, say, a machine flipping a burger with AI. The AI system acknowledges where the burger is, acknowledges how cooked the meat is, it flips it. And that's replacing somebody that flips a burger. How are some people more emphatic and upset about one thing being replaced than another thing being replaced? I think the only place where I can truly 100% forgive AI for taking over is, again, sort of like the research process and analysis of, medical stuff. Being able to find, cures for cancer and whatnot with algorithms searching for possibilities. Darth, thanks so much for the $5. I appreciate the support. Hope you're doing well. Just went through and rewatched all your Mushoku Tensei deep dives and all the characters' perspective. Can't wait for the next season. Awesome, man. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. I do hope that one day, once I finish the last of these, 3 volumes, I'll be able to do some deep dive videos on characters, but they're going to be spoilery. It's I can't really, deep dive characters without making them, because I would love to make, an entire video on, Aisha. Just make an entire video on Aisha, from the beginning all the way to the end, just her entire story. I think the only one that I can do right now, logically, is Paul Greyrat. Paul Greyrat, I think, would be an interesting video to finally make. Because even now, it's throughout the entire series, you keep getting little snippets of him. Use text-to-speech, I'm driving. Well, that's fine. It's okay. I know what you're saying. It's fine. Just focus on the road. Please. Speaking of AI, just reminded me of how they used it a bit at the beginning of Ishura's OP2. Did they? Question mark? Question mark? There's the other side effect of the AIs. I hate that everything is overly questioned. I was sending somebody some pictures the other day, trying to think of some displays. They're yeah, there's a lot of this stuff feels like AI, and I'm well, all these have credited artists. I think it's so easy to go, well, this looks a little sloppy right here. It must be AI. If a person drew, that's the big thing. If an animator or a artist, if they draw a hand off, because I used to draw, by the way. Hands are a pain in the to draw. There's nothing I hated drawing more than hands and feet. And now, whenever somebody draws a hand or a foot that's off, everybody's it's AI. I've seen the hands. It's the first thing you look at is hands. Or ears. And ears are a pain to draw, too. Because ears are so weird and different between people that it's easy to kind of spot that looks off. So that's the other side effect of AI, is everything has to be AI, and nobody trusts anything. Which, again, goes to my point earlier. Don't trust anything. More and more people will use AI. You can't stop it. Yeah. And that's the sad reality. It's a lot of people, they want to completely stop it, and it's you can't. The cat's out of the bag. The cat's out of the bag. Nobody cannot do it now. No country, and this is a power thing, honestly. This is sort of AI is sort of a Cold War situation where every country has to do it. Because somebody started it, every country now has to do it. Everybody has to be the first one to get to a point where it's the use. Every country wants it. And so even if you regulate in one country, China won't. Other countries won't. Yeah, if people don't use their free will, they just won't stop. Odd question, but I wanted to ask you, you think what will happen to your shirts? Odd question, but I have been wondering to ask you, think what happened to your shirts? You have to elaborate there. Oh, that I'm wearing these now? I just find them comfy. I just wear whatever's comfy. For a while, I was wearing the Hawaiian shirts, and I started wearing my jacket with it because it was cold, and then I got these, and they're comfy, so I'm wearing them. I like long sleeves. I like long sleeves. I just walked out of a college presentation on AI use in writing editing. It was fun when they talked about AI recommending grammar corrections that were just bogus recommendations that were wrong. Well, that's the problem with AI, right? You can tell an AI they're wrong, and eventually they'll think that you're right. Like, every AI is supposed to be, like, acceptable. I think crash is your fault, Andrew. Well, I'll never know. I'll never know. Years down the road, somebody will find some evidence that they were watching my stream, and then they'll contact me about it. I've been contacted about, like, horrible stuff, too. Like, the other day, this has been an ongoing thing. Which, if that individual's watching this, then, hey, get help, please. For the longest, ever since the first season of 100 Girlfriends Who Really, Really Love You, I have been getting emails offering to pay me to remove my videos of 100 Girlfriends Who Really, Really Love You, because they feel that it is a toxic show and very dangerous for society. Of course, I'd never replied to any of them because, one, it sounded like a scam, and two, I just don't really want to give them the, time of day. But it's one of those things where, as it was going on, then we got into season 2, and all the stuff that was happening, because it wasn't Nukitashi the same season as 100 Girlfriends season 2, or was it just before? Yeah, it was after it. Never mind. Even as I was doing Nukitashi, they were still contacting me. I'm like, dude, I'm covering Nukitashi. You think that 100 Girlfriends is risque and questionable? Eventually, they started emailing me from a different account, claiming that somebody that they knew in their life because of 100 Girlfriends. And I'm like, if somebody watched 100 Girlfriends, I didn't reply to them. I'm thinking to myself, if somebody ended themselves because of 100 Girlfriends Who Really, Really Love You, that's the least of your issues. Somebody was in a very bad state, and you're claiming that this caused something, but if they were in the state enough that show messed them up, there was a lot of problems. What was I getting? What started this? What started this conversation? I know it's super heavy here, but oh, the crash thing. Some people are just crazy, dude. Some people just need help. That's a need help situation. It sounded like complete BS. Yes. Like, did they find a book somewhere that says, I really hate Rentaro, and this upsets me, and so this is it? Like, where'd you find out information that was it because 100 Girlfriends? I assume it's the same person. They're just trying to, now they went from saying that it's a dangerous society to, hey, I will pay you to take them down, to now, hey, so my brother died. And it's like, dude, get help. Like, what is with this show and you? You have issues. This show's been not airing for literally almost a year now, and you're still on this. And if this is the hill you want to die on, there's so much crazy stuff happening in the world, so much dangers in the world, so much toxicity in the world, and the thing you want to die on is legit a guy who respects and takes care of the people that he loves. Like, this is like the best male protagonist ever. There's people being human trafficked right now. Go pay them to stop. Go pay into somebody that will help stop human trafficking, real human trafficking. Why is this the hill you want to die on? Is a anime about a guy who a bunch of girls like, and he's a really respectful Chad, dude. Like, this is like the best male character in like any harem I've ever seen. He's like he's the only male character of a harem where I'm like, this guy deserves it. Like, this guy deserves it. He's a cool dude. He's very respectful, and he's a good person. But no, drawings over everything else. My girlfriend's is the last thing he read before. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know. Maybe it was in his hand. Again, I think it's BS. Sounds like the start of Undead Unluck. Well, now that's peaked. True. Technically, she read that last chapter and she was set. But again, that was like everything else was her life was screwed. Like, it wasn't about the manga, right? That's the point right there, right? It wasn't about the manga. It was about everything else with the character's life. Her life was horrible because of her ability that caused misfortune that she thought killed her parents. It wasn't the manga. Is the manga over? I don't think so. Caleb, YouTuber guy in Dono saying, get some help. Really? Hana Girlfriend Season 3 next year. Can't wait. I can't wait for the emails to keep going. This is gonna be a really mean joke, but I want to say it now because I thought of it. I'll get an email saying my brother came back and he's still upset about the show. We saved his life and I hate this show so much. Please, he's gonna do it again. Drawings cannot hurt you. Again, I make that joke based on the fact that I think it's BS. If it's real, I'm really sorry that you lost your brother, and again, please get help. Reach out to somebody. Legitimately. That's not a joke. Go get help, please. What is about 100 girlfriends? Somebody emailed me on like a monthly basis asking me to take down my 100 girlfriends videos for some reason. Does this mean they think it's very strange, behave normally? Probably. Her mangaka's name came back to hiatus, which came as a shock to some fans. Oh, Nana. I just want to take Mama Hakari off of Rentero's hands. You can have the rest. She wouldn't, though. See, that's the problem with harems. Everybody like, this is the best girl or whatever. It's like, but yeah, they don't want you, though. These girls are dead set on Rentero. He came back and now he likes the show. This is not right. We need to save him. Please stop covering the show. It's like, me not covering the show is not going to, stop the show from airing. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, if it's just a problem with the show, go talk to the committee. Like, why are you talking to a random person that does analysis that gets, like, my videos get crap views, too. Like, I was covering 100 Girlfriends because I like this series. I was getting barely any views. I just wanted to talk about it because it's funny. Like, 100 Girlfriends was one of those shows where I covered it just because I liked it. I cover a lot of shows, and some of them I just cover because I like them. I brought the guy back to life. Oh, is that kind of guy? I see, yeah. Did you see the new legislation that's supposed to pass in Japan to protect Japanese animation companies? Yeah, depends on which one you're seeing. I covered it in a video. But yeah, the Medi's proposal to Japan animation industry in order to expand global. The big misinformation that a lot of people are getting across is that it's supposed to stop interference with creative work from Westerners. That's not the case. The only thing stopping from interfering with creative works was for Japan's government. They want the government to support the anime industry, and they don't want the government of Japan to involve themselves with the animation. There's nothing in there about Western companies and censoring stuff, which is the big misinformation going around. Do you know the Big O? The anime Big O. Big O. Big O, O, O. Is that how the song goes? O, 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 O. Yeah, I watched a bit of it. It's like an anime version of Batman. It was alright. I liked it. Andrew, maybe he isn't dead, but is dead to him because he likes the show now. Dude, that would be the biggest plot twist if I get an email that says, I didn't mean literally, it's because he likes the show now, and I cannot accept that. He has become a massive, massive Kanane fan. Dude, I would want to find the guy. Me and him would be bros. If he accepts Karane, me and him are bros. Which, by the way, I'm getting a display, but it's not of Karane. That's a surprise, I know. I am going to get a display, and it's not going to be of Karane. He'll talk to like all the girls and makes it 100 girlfriends for me. Probably not. I do like that. I do like the fact that most all of them I do appreciate and I do like. Even if I don't like the screaming sports girl, the masochistic character, it's a say. Let's be honest, Ria Takahashi, you can't not like her. Yeah, Karane's best girl, but Shizuka is I adore Shizuka. I absolutely adore her. Like, whenever she's on the screen, I absolutely adore her. No, there's actually an anime called The Big O. Yeah, Orimo's too, yes. Oh, you're saying that you meant Orimo? Oh, no, that was Sergio Donna. Okay. Yeah, there is a show called The Big O. There's also Big Order, which is entirely a completely different story about Prager ribbons. Have I clipped that before? I need to clip that again if I haven't. I need to post on X again a clip of the Prager ribbons, because that was literally like the only thing that I loved about that show. Who was the creator of that? Was that Future Diaries creator? Big Order? I think that was the Future Diary creator. The Prager ribbon was the most hilarious thing ever. Big Order. Yeah, it is. I had so much expectations for that show because of the creator, and I was like, eh. I think it was just a bad adaptation. No, because the manga doesn't have a great score either. Yep, Mirai Nikki creator. Yeah, Big Order was kind of a flop. Yeah. But at least it gave us Prager ribbons. Big Order. Anyways, I'm gonna dabble in this while we talk. I want to start dabbling in this while we're talking. Feel free to chime in and we'll talk about other things at the same time. Dude, by the way, do you like my new background? I made a new background. I handmade a pattern and made an animated background for my stream. Although I had to get rid of Roxy. That's going to be upsetting for some people. I can bring her back whenever we need to. She's still there. But, yeah. I don't know, I really like Big Order. I just feel it didn't get far enough. If I remember correctly, that was one of those ones where it was like, I kind of need a little bit more in order to actually feel anything about this story. Yeah, if I remember correctly, it was like her power was like prophecy or something like that. If her ribbon ever was touched, she would be pregnant or something like that. It was technically like her power question mark. I don't know. Right now, My Dress Up Darling Season 2 is the anime of the year. I mean, that response was expected with the fan art, but I'm not going to go with you on that one, obviously. It's definitely up there, but I don't know if it's going to break 10. That's going to be a toughie. It's definitely not breaking 5. It's definitely not breaking top 5. Kind of interesting that there was propaganda anime from 60s named The Big X. Don't search for it. So don't bring it up on the browser right now. Not showing Roxy as sacrilege. She's still right here, and 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 she's technically right here. It's just most people can't really see what this is, but if you know, you know. Roxy's technically right here, but I can't show her completely because only those who know, know. Okay? She's all over the place in here. She's being shown. Thank you for clearing up that disinformation. It would be a very rare extreme case for the actual Japanese government to get involved with versus the IP holders getting a lawyer or trying to. Yeah, and that was sort of what I appreciate that Zenko online was sort of kind of reiterating for a lot of people, is that the whole point is they don't want the government involved. Like, even me personally, I have been talking about the idea of having the government be somewhat involved in contracts to prevent some sort of censorship. But even then, it's like, I don't think they want that because bad things can slip in there. Any case where you get the government involved with things, it's always dangerous. And so it's good to technically acknowledge that. And again, like I said before, the Japanese government cannot stop companies in the West from messing with things. It's just not their jurisdiction. If you sell a license to a holder in another country, they have to go by the laws of their land, and they can't really enforce anything to them. Obviously, Takapi. Yeah, we're not going to dance around that. I think whenever we get to Takapi, it's like it's literally going to be up there. I did want to look at all these, though. A bunch of shows that we've aired in the 2025 year, and kind of get an idea of what I'm possibly going to be looking at for Anime of the Year for the year. Obviously, still have some shows that are finishing up. I honestly don't know if anything currently airing in fall is even going to be, like, contending. Chitose's not ending. Chitose's like one of the only ones that's like one of the few this season that are really, really good, but it's like most everything else this season's probably not even going to be contending for me. Sanda, maybe. Sanda needs to pick up. I know Sabo Boy. Where's my buttons? Damn it. Where's my button? Sabo. I know you like the author. But is it that good? I know you really like the author, but is Sanda really that good? I needed to pick up. I need Sanda to pick up, honestly. It's not... You did the sexy doggo show? No! 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 You take that back. We don't want no doggy style stuff in here for Anime of the Year. No. No. Especially that studio. Japanese courts might not be able to stop anime interference, but I can. You be careful what you're saying. You be very careful what you're saying. Soon Truck-kun sends me to the Reborn Infinite Power. Does Truck-kun gonna make you reborn in the same world? Yeah, like Netflix with the live-action Cowboy Bebop. Yeah. Sana has been a constant crescendo. I hope it gets good enough for Anime of the Year. I want it to do better, of course, yes. I do think it's got some style. We're not even talking about this show. This show is definitely, again, for anybody popping in right now for this, Anime of the Year is coming up, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of sit here and kind of look at a little bit what's been aired in the 2025 year itself to kind of get an idea of what might be good. So I'm not gonna like fully like rate everything, go into details on this stuff. I just want to get an idea. I'll eventually do a full year tier list. I just want to get an idea of what is like potential Anime of the Year. That should have been stopped, lol. Yeah, that's the unfortunate reality. This is a Donwa, but I'm probably not going to put it in my Anime of the Year season, or year, listing. What was I saying? I said like 3 things at the same time and my brain broke. Live action Cowboy Bebop, unfortunately, was a rough situation. But again, it's the fact that they bought the license. That was the understanding, is they bought the license to make a live action. It's just like all you need is kill. Is like they can do whatever they want with it after that point. And that sort of is the fear of things like, you know, Sword Art Online and stuff like that, getting adaptations over here. It's like, will they properly do a good job with it? They technically can do whatever they want once they have that license. There's going to be restrictions, obviously. They can't defame the brand and stuff like that if it's in the contract. Lunch Man, obviously. Summer Pockets, I'm not sure. No, I don't. I think the later part of it was so samey. I told a lot of people that if they'd never watched anything key, this will be very fresh. But I think with how much the later part is so just, it's key. It's Clannad. It's Clannad again. It's literally just Clannad in a different kind of warped way. And that kind of ruined it for me. But I liked it for the most part. Demon Hunter, probably not. It was a good ride, though. Fire Force is definitely not. I kind of autopilot watched that, unfortunately. I did like cooking on her butt. That was a really epic scene. It was probably, if you ask me, like, the best scene of 2025, like, the best singular scene of the entire year, it's cooking on her butt. When they cook the metal on her ass, that was literally the best scene of the year. Demon Hunter kind of fell off. Dude, they had some rough stuff in there. That's another case of, like, I think they did with what they could. They did with what they had. They did not have probably much of a budget with that one. Because I think this one even had, like, delays. So this could technically be the studio. Mismanagement or something. Makes me worry for Claymore at CVS, who just looking for content quality and failing in the prescription. Yeah. If that even happens, right? If that even happens. There's technically a lot of live action adaptations that have been announced at this point. Like, we have, what, Demon Slayer, Sword Online. Yeah, I remember correctly, it was Claymore. They're still doing more of Battle Angel. What was the other ones? My Hero Academia. There's like a whole bunch of... I think they're just buying up licenses, and it could be to prevent other companies from doing them. But they're just like buying up like a lot of these licenses, and they're not really doing anything with them. They're just sitting there. Kind of itch One Piece again, since it's on hiatus. 3 months to be seasonal. Yeah. That's crazy, dude. That was literally... even as an outsider, the news about One Piece going like as a half year was crazy. That's like a big change. Still waiting for Wachana Robin. Dude, I would love a remake of Wachana Robin. Not that it needs it. So, what do you think of the live action Alita movie? I like it. It was good. I actually have it. I have the 4K Blu-ray. It was good. I think that I'm still against the choice of the eyes, though. I really didn't like that. I think that was a blah choice. that was something that I just never got over. Like, I know that was like an artistic choice or whatever, but no. No. They shouldn't have done that. It was too creepy. Oh, this poor sap. The Moonrise or whatever. It was alright. It was an alright show. Penny Stocky's definitely not going to go up there. I enjoyed the first episode, but it was just kind of like, let's spoof a bunch of shows and make them raunchy. Boy Girl, definitely not going to go up there. I'm going to put these two side by side because literally these two characters are literally the same character. Literally the same characters. Seiyu and everything. They're right next to each other. I did not plan that, by the way. Because she's an artificial being, it made sense. No, it didn't. There's a bunch of robots in that freaking world. None of them have eyes like that. No, and I guarantee you, if they keep going, nobody else will be like that. I mean, that there might be. I think there's another character that's similar to her, but no, they won't do that for anybody else. Just her, because she's an artificial being. No. Noragami needs. Yes. I was about to say remake, but I'm like, no, leave the old one as is. It is super good. I mean, it's not like a crazy animation, but I doubt a remake would be any better. No. It's going to be up there, but I don't think it's going to be Anime of the Year. Again, it could possibly be in the top 10, because I do think that Season 2 of Dress Up Darling was much better than Season 1, and Season 1's really good. It'd be nice to know the season, yeah. Hopefully they get Oral Cigarettes again for the music. I love their style for it. Favorite show last season overall was Silent Witch. Dude, there was so much good stuff in summer, dude. Summer was packed. TV Hero X is up there. This, unlike Lord of Mysteries, will be allowed in my listing, but I don't know. I don't know yet. I think I did. Did I put TV Hero X above Dress Up Darling before? I think so, question mark? I don't remember which one which. I'll have to think on that one. Yeah, Takapi's Original Sin. Spoilers. I have no doubt Takapi's Original Sin might end up taking my end of the year. And I don't think that's going to be a shock to really anybody that pays attention to my content. You know how much I loved it. I made a full review of it. I covered it weekly. I ranked it high on that season. I think I did give it Anime of the Year, or Anime of that season. There's only one big contender, and this is gonna be the big. This is gonna be the. I'm jumping ahead here, and I really shouldn't. Where is she at? Where's Takopi? Takopi. Where's Takopi? I might bump into the other one. Obviously, yes, Shinshu. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh, this right here is also another one. Medalist. Medalist is going to be a struggle. Yeah, that's the other one I'm looking for is Apothecary Diaries. I'm going to have to really... There's Takapi. So Takapi... Y'all talk about Anime of the Year. You're getting me to skip forward. Takapi... And where is Apothecary Diaries? My brain keeps wanting to look for the Season 1 cover. There it is. It's so dark. It's so freaking dark. That's why. It's so dark. But no, like, legitimately, these two right here is probably going to fight for Anime of the Year. Like, just to be honest, is going to be these two. Yeah, I thought about Apocalypse Hotel as well. That one's definitely, like, super high up on my list, but I don't know. I don't know if I can say that it's going to compete with those two. It's going to be up there, though. It's unless I'm missing something else, I can probably honestly say that Apocalypse Hotel will be at least in my top 5. I just love that show so much. Like, it is a treasure. Like, I would probably say these are, like, up in there. These 4. Again, I'm not going to put Lord of Mysteries in my top anime because it's full-on Danma. I have to draw a line. I have to draw a line. Otherwise, everybody's going to be asking me, well, why don't you put Arcane in your list now? Like, no, I can't do that. Not for me, but let's be real, Solo Leveling Season 2 is going to be up there for other... Oh yeah, it's gonna be up there for my list, because I think this... No jokes aside, this is my whole argument for the whole Crunchyroll Anime Awards and a lot of other awards. I legitimately think Season 2 of Solo Leveling is a massive leap from Season 1. It is so good. I really enjoyed Season 2 of Solo Leveling. Do I think it's, like, writing masterpiece? No. It's just a fun ride, and it actually has interesting stuff happening now. Is it an 8? Like, an 8 out of 10 for Solo Leveling Season 2? I wouldn't be stretched to say that. I think it's deserving of, like, an 8 out of 10. What's a doggo wolfing? But no, Season 1 of Solo Leveling, no. Season 1 of Solo Leveling is just, no. It's like a 5 out of 10 show for me. Like, Season 1 was not great. That's what frustrated me about getting Anime of the Year. Yeah, S-Class Sniffer. It's Season 2 of Solo Leveling is so great because of the S-Class Sniffer. S-Class Sniffer saved everything. I haven't even gotten started on To Your Eternity. I really need to start it. I'm so behind on it. I love the other seasons. But I'm expecting I'm probably going to really enjoy it. We'll see how high it actually ranks once I finish it. This show was so praised to be good. The guild receptionist. I want to be a guild receptionist. I don't want to be an adventurer. I want to be a guild receptionist. Rie Takahashi like carried it, but I think that show should have stayed as her trying not to be an adventurer. It just got so caught up in all, like, the gods and the powers from the gods, and let's go in the dungeon, everybody's dying. It's like, eh. It was fun when it was just her wanting to stay behind the desk. That was where it was good. Medalist is S tier, dude. Freaking so good. I can't wait for another season of that. You got a link to the list. Did you make it private one yourself? It's... I guess I can just do this. It should be open. It's not going to have every single show that was in the year. It's only going to be ones that I complete or have something to talk about. That should... I don't need that part. That should work, I think. Yeah, you can add whatever you want. True, true. I already know where Lazarus is going. The freaking show that could have ended in, what, 2 episodes if they only looked at the freaking Wikipedia page at the picture of the guy before they went out to that stupid place with a bunch of people. They literally pulling up this guy Wikipedia page and they can't even look at the picture and go, oh, this guy looks similar. That's a stupid detectives. Yeah, it was definitely... Lazarus is a good example of, like... Don't have expectation that somebody always creates gold. The only person that was able to do that was Satoshi Kon. The only person that no matter what they touch is gold is Satoshi Kon. That's the only guy you could say that. But no, not the creator of Cowboy Bebop. I mean, Carol and Tuesday was amazing too. But not Lazarus. Not Lazarus. No, there was a lot of problems with Lazarus. There was like... It had really good animation pieces every now and then. Had some fun action scenes, sort of. But, like, the action scenes were hindered by the sound design. I think the sound design was really bad. The use of music itself was really bad. It just didn't have the charm of, like, Cowboy Bebop in general. And I think that was the expectation that a lot of people had. You hate the jazz soundtrack? It was not even that much jazz. Like, it was a lot of other stuff. Like, the house music was crappy, dude. The music in general was not good. Did Watanabe even have a good experience started? I kind of question if he was even involved. Like, I don't want to say that because that's that whole idea of, like, expecting that everything he touches is gold, and thus he didn't have any, control over it. I don't want to say that, but at the same time, I wonder if he was even involved in Lazarus. Or was it just his name being put on it? At least it didn't fumble like other stuff that went on, what, Toonami or whatever. Now, jazz is good. Jazz is good. And again, a prime example of how jazz can really nail, like, the vibe for an action show is Cowboy Bebop. Like, I hands down, Cowboy Bebop is as good as it is because of its soundtrack, mixing in with everything else. So good. So good. The idols with the psychotic girl, I kind of wanted to like it, but it just, the melodrama, it's gonna be up there, but I don't think it's gonna touch my top 10 for sure. Watari-kun, I don't even know. I'm still debating if I'm gonna finish the show. I've seen where it's kind of going, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna complete it. I'm like super behind on Watari-kun's bleep is about to collapse, and I'm not hearing and seeing good things coming out of it. So I'm like, I don't think I'm probably gonna finish it. It doesn't look like it's going in the direction that I thought was gonna be interesting for the show. My Happy Marriage is good, but it's not gonna probably chart. Campfire Cooking is gonna be fun, but I'm not gonna chart it. Hanako-kun is poised. I think Hanako-kun will at least be in 10. The top 10 at least. I'll have to think about 5. I'll have to think about top 5. That's going to be a struggle. I don't think it's going to chart at all. This won't be in my top 10 anime of the year because it's a movie, it's a film. But it is incredible, and I will probably mention it. I will mention it with my top 10. I will mention that Rise arc, Chainsaw Man was chef kiss. Super good. Super good. Super good. Sound direction is super important for immersion. Yeah. And again, that's sort of what it is. It is funny. It's like one of those examples of like, you don't realize it until you lose it, or you don't realize how important sound is until you have an utter lack of it, or a failure of it, or it's really good. And Lazarus is an example where, like, I had an expectation for the sound design to be good, and then the moment that the show was starting, I'm like, I'm not getting an oomph. Like, when he's, like, that first scene where he's escaping from the prison, I don't feel the oomph of the scene. Like, I don't feel, like, impact when somebody gets hit, or he jumps up onto a bar, grabs a bar. It doesn't feel right. And that's really shocking because, again, the director that worked on, like one of the only movies I like anymore. John Wick. The John Wick guy worked on this stuff. Like, apparently, the John Wick guy worked on Lazarus. And it's like, I get the choreography, but I don't get the impact. So he must not have... And that makes sense. He probably wasn't involved with the sound design. He was probably only involved with the choreography and stuff. Which you can see it. It's got that feel in there. But... I haven't been keeping up on Kingdom. I eventually do want to give that series a shot, but it's not in the list. Sadly, where Medalist was streamed, there was a lot of people that might have missed it. Yeah. Unfortunately. I do hope that some other platforms start to kind of pick up some steam here soon. Like, Amazon especially. I really do hope that they start to really kind of build up, because I think a lot of things have sort of proven that Amazon is sort of becoming a direction that I think some people are going. It is kind of curious to have in two situations this year, Amazon getting stuff that is a little more risque and featuring nudity, like full-on nudity. Sound direction was sold me on Metroid Prime when it came out. I know it was a game. Oh, it's still sound design. It's still a sound studio did that. Whether it's Metroid Prime or it's an anime, it's a sound studio did it. No, he wasn't. He helped with the action choreography. Yeah, exactly. It's not like he's gonna fly over to Japan and go into the audio studio and help them with making clang noises. He probably drew out some concepts and whatnot. Maybe probably filmed some people moving around, what exactly they would want, something like that. I did look into it. Did they ever do like I'm curious if they ever did like a sort of behind the scenes with Lazarus. I'd be curious to see what all he was actually involved with, like how he portrayed it, which I would again assume it was probably filmed. They filmed some choreography. Yeah, I mean, it was legit. The main guy from Lazarus is like, it's the same character, right? It's the same character, right? Spike Spiegel legit is in prison. He looks like him. The hair's a little bit more toned down, obviously, but it's literally Spike. So yeah, that whole like escape sequence is definitely him, and most of his fight sequences kind of that. But again, it lacks the oomph. It's just, like, most of the action scenes in Lazarus has turned into him flipping over people over and over again. I'm not supposed to be, like, reviewing shows right now. It's fine, though. Chat, right? It's just chatting about this stuff. Yeah, most of it's just flip over the people over and over again. Amazon with full nudity, for real. Yeah, I mean, like, panty and stocking, and then, shoot, what was the other one? Yeah, Tatsuki Fujimoto. Tatsuki Fujimoto has full-on nudity. It's art, obviously, but it's still, like... Penny and Stocking and Tatsuki Fujimoto both feature full-on nudity. They did, like, no censorship whatsoever, just show it. And, like... It's weird because, like, yeah, technically, like... Crunchyroll this year obviously has, like, you know... I mean, they have currently this season, they have the massage show, and then they had before then Takamine-san. Like, it's not like Crunchyroll doesn't have shows that has nudity in it, but it's like, I feel like Penny and Stocking and Tatsuki Fujimoto is more adult. Like, it's not like adult as in like you get this stuff because you're old enough. It's more like mature stuff. Like, it's either raunchy or like, we're grown-ups here, let's watch this show about art. You have to be a little bit grown up to understand this kind of stuff. Like, very respectful art. Gotta go to sleep. All right, take care, man. And they're getting Life is Strange. Assuming Chainsaw Man movie ends up being on Crunchyroll, but Amazon would be interested. I don't doubt it. They've picked up a lot of movies in the past. Digimon Break has surprised me this year. It's not as mid as I expected it to be. Yeah, I meant to give it a shot. It didn't look like it was. It looked like it was pretty good from the trailers. Can you call Penny and Stocking nudity when it's oversimplified with chibi? Well, I mean, they show. Yeah, I guess they never really ever showed their full forms in nudity, did they? I mean, they showed pretty close. Yeah, it is nudity. I mean, it's just different styles of animation. In the end, they're all drawn, right? That's like the argument that everybody makes for, like, you know, H and stuff. It's like it's drawn, right? 100 Girlfriends is that's gonna be a tough one. That is gonna be a tough one. I would be very curious if 100 Girlfriends gonna be able to make it in the top 10. I really enjoyed this season, but there was some weak episodes. I will admit there was some weak episodes with season 2. I'd be very curious if it ends up making it. I'm gonna put an A for now. Dr. Stone probably won't. I've been kind of cooling down on that series for a while now. It had one very incredible episode. I loved one of the episodes of Dr. Stone this season. Elf's definitely not gonna make it. Unfortunately, I do like The Dad in Another World, but I don't think it's gonna make it. Zenshu's probably not going to make it because most of that show I was not really enjoying. Nukitashi, I don't think it's going to make it, but I will probably mention it. Definitely not the sisters, rent-a-girlfriend with sisters mode. No Lemon Soda. No The Healer. Call the Night. Oh, that's gonna be up there probably. Call of Night's gonna be contending. That one's the one I have zero hesitation throwing that up an S. I think Call of Night will probably break 10. Favorite scene from the original, the beach episode when Penny in bikini switches to hot art and tells Brief, "I need you to rub lotion all over me." That was a few good ones. Oh, from the original. You're talking about the season 1. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I clocked out most of season 1, unfortunately. I ended up watching the whole thing, but I was not really, like, super into it. You liked Fragrant Flower Blooms more than Dress Up Darling? That's a tough one, honestly. Where is Fragrant Flower Blooms? It's the front gate. Where's the front gate art? There it is. It's not a front gate. I mean, for Romance of the Year, that's probably going to be... It would probably easily be a one-on-one here, but I'm still not feeling romance. I feel like first love aspects, but I don't really feel like romantics of Dress Up Darling quite yet. A lot of it's really just been, for this season, her expecting movements coming from him and him not really doing much. This season's been really him growing up. Oh yeah, Kowloon's too. Him growing up and facing his own inner demons, whereas she's been like, I mean, she's been awakened from it ever since like the beach scene, I think, from the first season. But this season especially, kind of her expecting him to make a move and it blowing up in her face constantly. Like the Transformers parody. See, that the Transformers parody episode is sort of like, I mean, it's like the He-Man one. Like, every single episode was like, I get the joke, and then after a while, I'm like, I'm good. Like, we can move on to the next joke. Like, spending like half an episode on one parody was like, I get it. It's funny. Move on. That's like my overall issues with Penny and Stocking. Where is Kowloon? Kowloon is... Ooh, that's a question mark. I think Kowloon might actually break top 10. If not, it'll be like around the edge. Let me grab Silent Witch while I'm seeing it. Silent Witch is probably going to contend up there. Probably going to be right next to these ones on question mark. Shoot, I forgot Flower Nosfera's in this year too. I don't think Flower Nosfera's... Oh, Arknights. Damn it. Arknights is going to be up there too. Was part 1 of Uma Musume this year pre-Derby? Or Cinderella Grey, I mean? Rui Rocks. Damn it. I forgot Rui Rocks. Rui Rocks, that's going to be a tough one too. Oh, damn. Rui Rocks is this year too. Completely forgot about it. Damn it. Ishira's this year as well. Yeah, we had two parts of Hanako-kun. So those are gonna go together probably. There it is, there's Kowloon. Yeah, Kowloon's a question mark, honestly. Yeah, I know Cinderella Grey is this year, but I'm talking about part 1. So part 1 was this year. And now we're getting part 2 right now, obviously. I guess obviously since I grabbed it, because I think this is the part 1 art, right? Yeah, and there's part 2. So yeah, we had part 1 and part 2 this year. You need the question tier? No, I'm throwing them up in A. I think A and S is basically contending for the top 10 list. If not getting in the top 10 list, these will be mentioned. Really is what it is. Like I said before, technically Chainsaw Man and Lord of Mysteries is going to be like not in the list but mentioned because one's Danwan, one is movie. I don't think Ishra's going to make the top 10. I think it might get a mention, but I don't think it's going to be top 10. Yeah, I think it's going to be mentioned only. I just don't think Ishra's going to break it. Like, I love the individual stories of Ishra, but I still think it sort of has like an overall narrative that's a little bit sloppy. Like, I love the stories of each of the characters. Like, it's sort of what I love about Fate Stay Night. How, like, you have all these different heroes and their experiences of their, like, manifested mythos that they've been summoned from. And then something happens in the current time. Ishra's sort of similar to that, where you get a little bit of a look into the individuals that have, like, some sort of power, why they have that power, and then they conflict because there's this overall story. But I still think the overall story narrative is a little bit sloppy, even though I really like this series. I do like Mono. I don't think it's going to be contending. Definitely no Blue Balls the anime here. Ameku's definitely not going to be in the list. Yaiba, I like it, but I don't think it's going to be in the list. Definitely not The Alchemist. I like Makina-san, but it's definitely not going up there. I do really like, shoot, what's the name here? The Queen Bee Girl. Queen Bee Girl and the monk guy. Damn it. It's a cute show. I'm looking forward to season 2, but it's not. It's kind of repetitive. It's kind of repetitive. Don't remind me getting fake strange fake episodes. They kill the basic. Yeah, I think I've seen somewhere that they're gonna be showing 1 through 4. I think at the next convention. Yeah. They got Neon. What's a Neon for? Crystal, thanks so much for the 320 Japo yen. You got some Japanese yen up here? Here's some yen for you, Andrew. Dude, I want them not to convert that. That way I can be the ultimate weeb and get 320 yen. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. I'm here for the yapping. Well, welcome to the yapping. Thanks so much, Eric, for your support too. Hope you're doing well. What was I talking about? The Nyan has successfully distracted me. What the fan art for another 5 buckaroonies? Are you immune to Mona's charms? Which Mona? The Queen Bee or Mona from, like, Genshin? No, she is super cute. Her dialect, dude. Oh my gosh, I love her dialect. Her dialect is... It makes me melt. I'm sorry. There's some of these seiyus, when they do some of the dialects, it just so works. I have been successfully Nyan, yes. Oh, the Fate Strange Fake. Thank you. That reminded me. Okay. Apparently, they're going to be showing at a convention coming up the first 4 episodes of Fate Strange Fake. Did I call it again? Did I call it again? They're not going to show the whole series. I will believe it when I see it. What, do we have a confirm? Let me confirm. I said that I look into stuff. I don't want to not confirm things. Fate, Strange Fake. Let me see if I can find an actual. I talked about earlier about looking into whatever you hear and don't believe anything. And I was about to actually say it like it's true. Let me see if I can find it. Does anybody have a confirmation on that one? Strange Fake showing first 4 episodes at convention. Do they have some new episodes complete? Yeah, question mark. This is on Fake Grand Order's Reddit. Who's posting this? Do we have an actual confirmation? New Saber debuts. I just see a post on Reddit saying the first 4 episodes premiere and screening at Anime Frontier on December 13th. So if that's true, that's the lulz. That's the lulz. Gearless! Gearless! What are you doing? Gearless, what are you doing? I hope you have something else lined up. You better not be doing that without something else lined up. Thank you so much, Gearless. I hope you're doing good, man. Good to see you in the chat. Just showing some love, my friend. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Again, I hope you're doing that because things are all lined up again. If you don't, I'm gonna get mad. I'll just send it back to you. Andrew's clearly. Thank you so much, Gearless. Again, I hope you're doing well, man. I appreciate your support over the last, like, what, 2 years now? Has been absolutely insane, dude. It has been absolutely insane. It means a great deal to me, man. He did tell me that he'd be back. He'd be back. I'm good, thank you. New rule starts on Monday. Hopefully it's good, right? Hopefully it's good, right? I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you, man. That's good shit. Good shit. Are you enjoying the Mashuko Mondays, man? It's been crazy. I don't know if you've been keeping up on it. It's been crazy. Next week is going to be once again extremely crazy. Thanks again, man. I really do appreciate it. You're absolutely amazing. What are we talking about? Fate Strange Fake. So yes, if that if Fate Strange Fake is in fact only showing the first 4 episodes of the dub at this Anime Fest or whatever, I think that's pretty much confirmation that we're only getting 4 episodes again. Now, granted, they're not going to show the entire series at a convention, but it just feels off. And they've been doing that over and over and over again. And it always turns out that way. They show a certain amount of episodes at a convention, and that's what they end up airing at the beginning of the next year. And so Until I see episode 5 air, I don't believe that they're actually going to be showing everything next year. I am catching up in post. Thank you for doing them. I enjoy them very much. Awesome, man. I'm glad you're enjoying them. I hope that at least I kind of brought something to your time there. That's the focus there. But yeah, again, like I always say, it's like everybody that has been a part of Mystical Monday is literally what it makes it be. We had a massive dip off point after I finished the last volume 26. Like, it seemed like a lot of people just wanted to experience that main, like, 26 volumes. They don't like the side stuff. So we had, like, this massive, like, kind of drop-off after I finished the 26th one. But, like, the core people stuck around. The core people that like all the juicy deets of Mushoku Tensei, they've been sticking around. That's been really fun. So we kind of had, like, all the culling happen, so to speak. We had the culling happen for the viewers. Plus, they did the same thing with Fate Order. They did that for Fate Grand Orders? Well, they didn't have, like, episodes of that. They had, like, full-on series. I mean, besides, like, excuse me, Babylonia. And, what else did they do a full series of? Yeah, they've only, like, done spot releases of Fate Grand Order stories. Yeah, definitely not this messy. They're mostly movies and releasing in segments. If Ufotable was still working on it, that would be an episode 5. Ufotable tied up with some Demon Slayer monies right now. Is like Ufotable is like a massive, like, achievement story. Because they went from, like, doing, like, ninja nonsense and stuff like that. Like, these little projects. And then they started getting, like, some really good, talented people doing some experimenting with different techniques and technologies. And that sort of evolved into them doing, like, really focused, high quality, like, advertisements and commercials for, like, Tales ofs and other companies, and then mobile games. And then at some point they caught the attention of, you know, that Type Mooney money. And then from there on, they just, like, they formed their craft and built themselves up to a point where I think, like, most big money bag companies really want to work with them. But where I think, like, they made it a lot of bank from Type Moon, I think they achieved something with Demon Slayer. Like, that was a massive injection for them. Definitely put them on the map globally. Football is busy with Sunrise Formula movie releases of TV episodes. Yeah, unfortunately. Man, got them. Thoroughly enjoying listening to you yap about the situation. Yeah. No chatty in the chat about it though. We'll keep the deets out of the chat. We'll keep the deets out of the chat. You can post Aisha Brads, but that's about it. You just post to Aisha Brads. It has been a ride. It has been a ride for sure. Anyways, yeah, I don't think we're gonna get full of Strange Fake. It's just not happening. I don't think How to Die is gonna be in the top 10 list. I'd like it, but I think it did sort of start spinning its wheels at some point. Sakamoto Day is definitely not gonna end up in there. I doubt. I'm a little bit behind on the current season of Spy Family, but I doubt it's gonna be in there. I don't think Flower and Asura will be up there, or mentioned, because I do appreciate it. I think it's very beautiful at times, but I do think it sort of is. It was a little bit of a letdown. Sakamoto the trash. Gachi Yakuta, I gotta get caught up on it. I don't think it'll end up in the list though. Definitely not gonna be in the list. Not even talk about it. I don't. What is this called? Tasakori Hotel. I don't think Tasakori Hotel will end up. I did like Tasakori Hotel. I think it was solid, but I don't think it will be. It gets a little formulaic. Bad Girls probably not. Kaiju number 8? No. Definitely not. Definitely, for sure. Loser Ranger, for those that didn't watch this recent season, oof. The adaptation, oof. Super oof. Clevitas could be mentioned. I don't know if it's gonna break 10. I don't think it will. Was it a gacha game? Was Tatsukoto Hotel a gacha game? I thought it was just a visual novel. I think it was a visual novel, wasn't it? I mean, it's gonna be played out like a visual novel in a gacha game, but what the fan art of another 5? Thank you so much for the support, man. I appreciate it. Togen Anki is S because of Koina is an S. I didn't even finish it. I don't even think I met Kuina. I did kind of want to go back to Togen Anki, honestly. Sunda, again, I don't think so. Unless it really picks up here soon, I don't think so. And I think even if it does have a really awesome like later quarter, I don't think it'll be enough for it to bump it up in my top 10 just because of how like meandering this first part has been. It got a little good with the whole segment with her running into somebody after a very long time, but I don't know if it's going to be able to pick it up completely. Yeah, I didn't drop Ranger Reject because I've been invested at this point, but yeah, the adaptation has been like blitzing the source material, like absolutely blitzing it. If you rank Togen Anki S, Kuina will take care of me. I don't even know who that, like, I guess I've never met, I don't know. You can't lure me with this Kuina character when I don't even know who she is. I think I seen you post a screenshot in the Discord, and I've already forgotten how they look. I have no clue who you're talking to, or talking about. And up here I have, like, you know, all these other great, you know, girls like Rize and, you know, and Kanane. Like, I don't think you're gonna beat them either way. The reincarnated to the like top 4, I don't think it will be in the list. Sort of a short, I will probably mention it, but I don't really think it's going to be in the top 10 list, obviously. I do love like a Sequoia a lot, but these were way too short. They were way too short. Togenaki was good only for boobs, not special about it. I love chat. I love chat. Like, it's literally like one after the other. Togenaki was only good for boobs, not special about it. Dude, you're missing out. You're missing out children's culture. Like, two absolutely contradicting statements, one after another. I love it. Thank you so much for that. It's not that great. It's great. Called Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman. I don't think it's gonna break top 10 at all. I'm not even sure if it'll be mentioned. I did enjoy it though. I did enjoy it. Definitely not. Trash. Absolute trash. I hate the show. Takamine-san's absolute trash. I hate it. It's not even good trash. It's just blackmail, and for some reason this guy likes this B. Like, I absolutely hated Takamine by the end of the show. Like, I didn't like her at first because, like, the whole, like, blackmail joke, which is not a big deal, honestly. It's just kind of like, whatever. It's not like it offended me, but, like, it's not a good starting point to actually like the character. I found her very charismatic, but I didn't like her. But, like, by the end of the show, I just found her to be the biggest B, and I didn't like her. It's like, you're supposed to make me like, she's hot, but I don't like her personality by the end. From what the fan artist was talking about, yeah, it was the only moves. Otherwise, that's pretty much right. It confirms it in a way. Basically, all it needed for a series to be good. What the fan art has simple tastes, simple desires. Yeah. If you meet those expectations, it's gold. And I don't fault them for it, right? Whatever makes it enjoyable for you, right? I've had series like that where, like, I don't really care much for the show, but hey, I like this character and they carry it for me. I was doing that for the longest time, technically, with the S rank. What was it called? S rank. It's in the list. Where was it at? The S rank adventurer one. I know that's not narrowing it down much. Where is he at? Maybe I didn't put it in the list, because I'm not sure if I actually finished it. I think I got pretty far in it, but I didn't finish it. The S-Rank Adventure, the one with the guy that's like an alchemist and everything like that, they broadcast the dungeon diving to like a streaming service to the guild. And the guy got kicked out of his party, and he ends up joining up with like all of his old friends from like school. And you had like they were like all ripoffs from Mushoku Tensei. Like you had an Eris character that wasn't tsundere. You had the elf girl that was like Sylphie, and then you had the red mage guy, and then you had the obviously Roxy. Like the chick was legit Roxy. And I was only watching the show because the show's not great. I was only watching the show because the girl that looked like Roxy. I was legitimately only watching the show for that. It was mostly because of the fact that she was so, like, forward out of all of them. And she was, like, legit, like, comes in the room and sits on his lap. It's like, I'm going to sit on your lap. I'm like, this is legit Roxy right here if she was, like, super forward. Just jump on the guy's lap. Anyways, it's a side tangent there. That was the only reason I watched the show. Uma Musume might break my top 10. I'm not sure entirely yet, though. I do Uma Musume I enjoy a lot. And I'm very... Uma Musume is almost like early seasons of Dr. Stone where, like, I just really enjoy watching it. It's not incredible, but I really enjoy watching it. Every race falls in sort of a formula, but they're always so freaking hype, dude. They're always so hype. Left my 8-rank party to help my former students. Yeah, that sounds right. If you're gonna steal stuff from the... Exactly. Mind you, the other girls were, like, not even, like, the Mushoku Tensei characters. Like, the elf girl was not even close to being, like, Sylphie, and the Eris character wasn't even tsundere or violent. She's, like, actually very nice. And there was a Lenia character at some point. I'm not sure what you would call the girl from the previous party. I didn't really find a comparison for her from Mushoku Tensei. But it's obvious that there was a comparison there. He even runs into a Orsted character. When I rank Rantanare, did I finish that? I don't think I finished Watanabe. Yeah, I didn't finish Watanabe. I think I got like 6 episodes in it and then I just dropped it. I meant to go back to and watch it, but I never did. The Ahead-san Season 2, I don't think I'll rank it. I was actually very disappointed in Season 2 of Ahead-san, so it won't rank. I don't think Mary's going to... Oh, the Red Ranger was this year! Oh, no! I forgot Red Ranger was this year. Ooh, I think it's just gonna get... I don't think it's gonna be top 10. I don't think I can legitimately say Red Ranger will be top 10. Yeah, Watanabe, didn't they do like an OVA and now they're doing a film? Or was the film the OVA that I'm thinking of? Like, they're so piecemealing it. Yeah, I typically have like 8 mentions. It's not that big. The mentions, like, the reason why I do honorable mentions is because I can't fit everything in a top 10 list, and I still want recognition. I might not explain everything about the show that I like. I'll just like mention it. That's the idea of mentions. But Red Ranger into Another World was actually really good. The only problem with Red Ranger is like the later part, it gets too serious. I think they should have just kept that show being goofy. 5 episodes after the TV series, 17 and all. But they're doing a film, though? Oh, they're film splitting it. Okay, I get you. Chitose not finishing. Hell no. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna end up in my top 10 list. Definitely, Wandance is not going to. Last Boss, while Last Boss appears, I don't think so. I do really like, I think The Last Boss is one of the few shows I'm really enjoying this season. But I don't think in the end it will be good enough to be anywhere close to even mentioning. I might mention it, I'm not sure. Have I seen the first half? No. I was going to wait till it releases. I know I have it queued, but I haven't watched it. The culture exchange, probably not mention at all. I do think it's cute, but I don't think it's good enough to really kind of mention. Definitely not. Can I ask for one last thing? I don't think so. I think it, after the first episode, I think it just kind of slowly started losing its charm for me. I think its first episode's super good. Like its first episode is like classic. Like if you don't watch, can I ask for one last thing? Watch the first episode at least. It's super good. After that, I think it just kind of gets samey. City. It might get a mention, but I don't think it's going to be in my top 10. I don't think it's going to be in my top 10. One that needs to mention to quiet down One Punch Man. I will always, every single time people are arguing about One Punch Man, I am always gonna bring up Wandance. It is the best argument to shut people up. No, it doesn't shut people up. If Madhouse had this, it'll be so great. Wandance. If Madhouse did this, Wandance. If Madhouse, Wandance. But Wandance. It's so good. It's so good. It's just like, that's the big problem with all that stuff, is like, I just don't think people watch shows. They don't watch everything, and that's understandable. People just don't watch much, so they don't understand. You pronounce it Wandance? Yeah, it's the wonton. It's the, was it one? Yeah, you're messing me up now. I had a reason, now it's breaking in my brain. Like the Chinese food. Wandance need it's Wanda and dance. You want me to say Wandance? Is it because I'm not saying Wandance? Isn't it pronounced Wandance in Japanese? Am I crazy? I don't know. They've never said it right. Let me see. We're finding out right now. I'm gonna vindicate myself right now. I'm gonna throw it in your face. We're finding out right now, chat. Wandance. Wandance.
Wandance. Wandance.
Wandance. I was saying Wandance, right?
Wandance.
Not dance. It's Wandance. They're wrong. That's the katakana. You can't do katakana wrong. It's that's the letter. Dan. Dan. I think it's that katakana right there. Can I just grab that katakana? You can't grab. Anyway, whatever. I've made my point. Yeah, I rarely do the ooze at the end. I mean, that's like people complain about how I say Eris. Say Eris right. What do you want me to say? Eris? I'm supposed to say Eris? Eris? Eris of Michiko Tensei? Eris? It's Edis. They say Edis. No, I don't say Edisu, but I say Edis. It's like Ghislaine. Gilenu. I don't say Gilenu. I usually try to go Japanese, just because in order to pronounce so much of these damn names and stuff like that, I sort of have to kind of force myself to pronounce it that way, but I never do the ooze at the end. If it involves humans, anything can be done wrong, but still think this is right. Wandansu is Romanji. Wandance is the official English title. Right, yeah, okay. I'm like, what? Okay, yeah, okay, never mind. Anyways, moving on. Moving on from the Ashley, it's pronounced Ashley, that I deal with on a daily basis, that I have to get from my chat now. I deal with people yelling about how I pronounce names all the time. Like, oh my gosh, Otis. Otis. It's Ars. No, it's Odisu. Odisu. I'm not saying Odisu, but it's Otis. I get it from all the time from comments. Now I gotta get from chat. Chat gonna tell me about my pronunciations. Tabat is trash. Nowhere in hell this is gonna be my top 10 list. What do you call it? Damn, dude. The perfect sacred lady, whatever. I don't think it's gonna be on my list. Monster Meat, probably not gonna be on my list. I enjoy it though. Sure thing, Andrew. Mario Odyssey. Mario Odyssey. Odyssey. Shut up, Sobble. I'm gonna start saying Beastaru now. I'm gonna say Beastaru. Besturu. I don't think Monster Meat, unless Monster Meat does something incredible here soon, I don't think it's gonna be on my list. You like Tabat? That's good. That's good. I think it's got potential, but I just don't. I'm not invested in it. I don't think this show is gonna be in the list for sure. The Ordinary Days, whatever. Sakamoto Days for sure not. I don't even think it's gonna be mentioned, but I did like the Catch You at the Ballpark. That was a fun one. Definitely level 99 Gacha is not gonna end up in the list. I don't think Ugly Mug will be in the list. It's sort of the same issue as the Red Ranger one, where I think it gets too serious at some point and it kind of loses a lot of its flavor. I don't think that's going to be in the list. GQX, I don't think will be in the list. I enjoyed it, but it's not great. That was Watanabe, not Monster Beat? What? This one? This is Monster Meat. Did I grab the wrong one? You're confusing me. Courtyard? I don't think so. It's cute, but not great. Yeah, Senpai, Awkward Senpai is not going to be in there. Dandadan. No. No, I don't think Dandadan. I don't even think Dandadan is not going to be in my top 10. Let's just get that established. Dandadan season 2 is not going to, or is it season 2 part 2, season 1? Is it season 1 part 2 or is it season 2? I think it's season 1 part 2. Whatever. The second part of Dandadan, I don't think it's going to be in my top 10 for sure. Will it be in the mentions? Will it be in the mentions? I think... Why won't it be in my top 10? It's just a weak season. I've said this several times before, but season 1... Why season 1 of Dandadan is great? I mean, they're both visually great. We can say that. That's easy. Yeah. It looks good. Presentation's great and everything. But I need more than just visual spectacle and whatnot. I I need something in there with it, whether it's story, characters, chemistry, script writing, whatever. Season 1 was great because the character chemistry was just flawless. Like, the comedy, the writing, the characters talking to each other was just... Every scene was so freaking fun. Season 2, on the other hand, it spent too much time separating the characters. Like, it couldn't keep the characters together. It kept wanting to separate them and do something else. And then introduce new characters. And the chemistry got lost. Like, Okuron and Ayase... Their chemistry is perfect, and there was so much of that in the first season. And then you throw in the grandma, and her chemistry with them was perfect. Going into season 2, it's just like none of that's there anymore. Like it gets completely lost. Evil arc wasn't good. It was like the story itself was fine, but yeah, it lacked that fun. It lacked that chemistry, the shenanigans, they're like the fail partners. Like the only really good moment, like spectacular moment, was probably the X Japan segment. Like the whole like exorcism segment was so freaking amazing. But other than that, it was just a good looking show. It lost a lot of that flavor of the characters. I hope in the future seasons it'll get better. Well, was this Evil Eye and the following one, which I guess was still technically Evil Eye, I guess? Was that all still like, was that all liked in the manga? I might mention in honorable mentions, but it's gonna probably get bumped off. We'll see. It's unfortunate because, like I said, I wasn't season 1 my anime. Was it my anime year? I want to say that it was in my top. It was in my top 10 at least for 2024. Can we type in here? Like, cause this is not coming from somebody that hates like popular things. Like I was happy about how much I love season 1. There. I was like, oh cool, a show that everybody's loving, and I'm loving. Yay! And then not this one. It was my top. It was my 10th in my of the entire year of 2024. It was my 10th. It was under Dead of Demons to the Destructions, Gushing or Magical Girls, Apothecary Diaries, Oshinoko, Makine, Too Many Losing Heroines, Spice and Wolf, Mushoku Tensei Season 2 Part 2, Dangers in My Heart, and Frieren. Now to be clear, like 3 of those shows I think are in my greatest anime of all time, so it's kind of hard to compete with. But yeah, of the entire year, it was my top 10. So I'm not a hater of the show. They make changes. Apparently they made changes to the new character they introduced at the end of it. Some people are upset about that. What else we have? Ranma 1/2. I haven't started this new season yet, but I'm probably going to really enjoy it. I don't know if it'll break the top 10. Might get a mention. Oh, My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Let me think on that one. Give me a second. I'm going to be right back. Give me 1 second. I need to stretch my legs for a second, get a drink refill. Yes, there it is. It didn't show that my thing was muted. I thought I didn't mute. Wandance. Are you still yelling about Wandance? Just call it the Scatman Show. It's the Scatman Show. We're gonna call it Scatman Show from now on. How's it going? Happy to finally have catch the live stream. Off to take my kids to the park. All right, take care, Eric. Sorry I missed you walking out. Have fun with the kiddo. See if I can finish this up. I got something coming over to deliver in a minute, so the dog's gonna get upset. I was thinking, I walked away because I didn't want to think about this one. Vigilantes. I think it might get a mention. I really did like Vigilantes. Like, it is such a refreshing show to jump into after, like, My Hero Academia kind of fallen off hard for me. Like, it's like My Hero Academia is like just at this point it's just to watch the boom booms. I really don't really care about what happens. I've been sort of checked out for a long time now. I think ever since like the whole situation with I think it was after season 2 Season 2 was peak for me. Like, that was the peak of the entire series for me. And ever since then, it kind of has been falling off for me. It's the Tiger and Bunny of My Hero Academia. Surprisingly enough, I've not watched Tiger and Bunny. I really need to. But I based on what I know of Tiger and Bunny, it kind of makes sense. Scatman Show. Scatman. Dee-bee-dee-bee-dee-bee-dee-bop-bop. Dee-bee-dee-bop-bop. Dude, I for some reason at some point I was kind of like earworm to hell with Scatman. That's why I'm so like into Scatman. The Grieving Soul is definitely not. The Food for the Soul I don't think is gonna be it's a fun show, but I don't think it's gonna be in the list. Probably not Doggo Show. It's fine, but I don't think it's gonna be all that high for me. Alma's cute, but it's probably not gonna be. As much as I like my cute little vampire brat, I don't think it's going to be. The Assassin's Show, definitely not, because this pacing of the adaptation sucks, even though it's kind of cool. I don't think Shimatsu Touring's going to be in there. So Night is definitely not going to be in there. Oh, Tojima! I think Tojima might end up being, like, mentioned. And there's the doggos. They'll shout. Tojima, I don't think will be in the top 10 list, but I do really like it, and I think it will get a mention. I think it's good enough to get a mention at the end, unless it like completely flops beyond this point. I think it's worthy of a mention. It's kind of like the Red Ranger. Like it's got some really good stuff in it that I really like. Inexpressive. Ota or inexpressive Kashiwada and expressive Ota I don't think will be. Dr. Stone probably will not be. Isuka Quartet I don't think will be. Let me go check on this real quick. 1 second. Yep. Game. See if this turns out okay. This is of course gonna turn out okay because this is all nice and sealed. Dude, I wish all publishers shipped in wrap. I know they do the wrap for like, you know, adult themes and whatnot. There's 5. I got 5 of gushing over magical girls. And hopefully this is good. Yay. Oh, I have such bad luck with these, trying to get these, because they're so expensive. I wouldn't mind so much, but they're so expensive. But the fan books for the Ascendance of Bookworm, I've had such horrible luck getting good quality ones, because they're always beat up. Because even though they're like freaking 23 bucks MSRP, they're like big, so they have like, they're prone to damage and they're not hardbound. So it's like, I'm super picky when it comes to these things. And this is like the 4th one, right? 5th one. I've had such horrible luck with the other ones. Anyways, that came in. This one came in the other day. Mushoku Tensei hardbound collector's edition. Eat your heart out. Look at this. Look at this. 7 C's. Look at it. Look at it. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at the shine on the logo there. This is how you do a collector's edition, like, big boxy. I got a little bit of a boom right there. But this is what the Mushoku Tensei should be like. Just like put some nice art on there. So yeah. Alright, these are all from Barnes and Noble. B&N. I have like a few of the. I do most all my pre-orders on Barnes and Noble, and it's kind of hit and miss when they ship them properly. Cause like they'll do like these little pre-order deals where they'll give like, I think it's like 25% off if you pre-order books, and so I do like a whole bunch of pre-orders on pre-order stuff when that happens. And they ship them as they come out, so that's good too. You get the Full Metal Special Edition. Nice. Yeah, this has been like an ongoing like joke amongst the Mushoku Tensei fans. For those who don't know, I guess I can show it. I have a link in my drive. I think I have a link in my drive. Mushoku Tensei Collectors. No, I don't. Damn it. They just recently posted it again. It's like, it's almost like they're trying to laugh at the fans. Oh my gosh, where are you? It was like literally like a week ago. Do you guys post that much? I'm totally one to talk. They post literally like 50 times a day. Just trying to find something they post in the past. It's a pain in the butt. I'm just gonna have to search, aren't I? Oh, they're doing Twisted Eating Disorder. I totally missed that. Nice. Kaya-chan isn't scary. They're doing that. I forgot about that. Ancient Magus' Bride. Here, I know what to do. I know what to do. I'll find it in like a split second here. Advanced search. Mentioned at Go. Was it Go Manga or Go Manga? Damn it. Go Manga. Advanced. Mention Go Manga at Otaku Spirited. Here's my post. There it is. Okay, there I got. Found it. All right. So, sorry for the delay. Just to get context here. This is what I was talking about when I was making fun of this again. With this being for the, this is, what was it? Kodansha? Yeah, it's Kodansha. Kodansha doing a collector's edition like release hardbound. This is what it looks like, and this is for Mushoku Tensei. This is what they're doing for Mushoku Tensei. It's like one of those little games where like spot the errors. What in this picture is wrong to you? What in this picture is wrong to you besides being just overall a piss poor design? Like, you couldn't get rid of the white in the O and a little bit in the E's here. Like, I gotta do this as well. Hold on. Mushoku Tensei. Let's see here. I should just look up volume 1. It's funny because when they first talked about a deluxe edition of the novel series hardbound, my initial like concern was just merely please fix the translation errors. That's all I'm really asking. But now we're at a point now where it's like the concern is more in just how lackluster it looks. Okay, for those that don't understand here, this is supposed to have transparent O's. And you could technically have some in the E, but the beveling here is really bad. For anybody that has ever done any sort of graphic design, this is like, there's so much in here that's bad. But this is volume 1. This is transparent. The O is supposed to be transparent. You can see through it. But for some reason, they did a full fill of it. And it looks bad. Like, this isn't beveling. The beveling's there. It's just they didn't take the white out. The whole thing has a bevel, but not there. This is supposed to be see-through. I was actually shocked that they didn't, like, misspell names or something. This I hope is just a slip. If this is actually printed on the back, I will... I guess granted this one they print all that stuff with the bar and everything, but they kind of have to with the bar at least. It's bad. It's bad. Anyways, that's my rant about. I did order it because I do cover Mushoku Tensei stuff. I did order it just for the sake of actually doing a content video on it because I do think it's good to inform people the finished product and how it is. And I'll be checking all the things like, you know, the translation errors to see if that stuff got improved or not. And showing it off so people can see if it's like as bad as it looks. I mean, I could get it and it's like got some great, you know, embossing or something like that that makes it worth it. It's a terrible design. I've seen worse. I did watch One Punch Man season. Designer wasn't paid enough. It's probably just AI. I wouldn't doubt it's just AI. Hasn't even started paying the AI yet. One Punch Man Season 3 is abysmal right now. It's not abysmal. It's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. It's not Season 1. We can all agree it's just not it's not Season 1. What is this? I have RFX 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, dude. That's insane. Yeah. What is wrong with you? Now we have to hear Nyans for the next 5 minutes. I think RFX likes that. I think RFX just likes making me be interrupted by Nyans for the next like 10 minutes. That's the only reason you do it, right? It's only for that reason. That's amazing, dude. That's insane. Thank you so much, RFX. You're absolutely fantastic. It's a hype... Yeah. Wait. Hype train? Wait, what? Oh, that was on Twitch. I'm like, what? Yeah. That's YP. Wait. Oh, there's 2 different ones. YP gifted subscriptions on Twitch and RFX members on... Okay. YP, thank you. I'm so confused right now. Thank you both, RFX and YP, for the gifted memberships and subscriptions. I really appreciate it. That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are absolutely amazing. I wish they combined. Twitch and YouTube need to come together and just make a combined chat and memberships. Not like to combine the memberships, but like the systems should come together in some way. That'd be cool. I think I'm the only one here. There's actually 3 people there. So you and 2 other people. But it will gift you to people that have regulared. So, like unemployed. Fuck LinkedIn. It's like, thank you so much, YP, for gifting the membership to unemployed fuck LinkedIn. I'm sure that unemployed LinkedIn really appreciates it. And Pokeru and Spike PT and Clara Gibson. I was looking at the memberships on YouTube to see if there were any better before I opened my mouth. There's a little bit more sane over on the YouTube side. We have QWERTY, You Will Only Be Gabriel. I've seen Gabriel in the chat before. Benjamin, obviously. Daniel, great. I've seen them. Luke, I think I've seen them around. Guilherme, Joseph, and Life is Going On. Thank you again to RFX for giving them memberships. Thank you guys again. That's really amazing. I appreciate it. Let me get on Twitch and use my Twitch Prime. Yes, folks, if you have a Twitch account, go to twitch.tv/otakuspirit and throw me your Prime. I'd really appreciate it. Costs you nothing, supports the channel. I get a little bit of it. You're basically forcing Amazon to pay me. It's cool. But thank you so much. What's the anime next to Sakamoto Days Season 2? Where did I put Sakamoto Days? There. This one is, Makina-san is a robot. It's a ecchi show about a guy whose classmate is a robot, and he takes care of her and inserts her leg into her leg socket. And the other one is, I'm married to my classmate that I hate. Something like that. A very toxic tsundere and an ecchi, hot, gyaru, robot waifu classmate. Unemployed, fuck, LinkedIn can watch your channel and educate themselves about anime and get a job at anime critic or something. They could avoid the toxicity of LinkedIn and just enjoy my stuff. He wanted a leg up, yes. You just gotta make sure you put the leg in the. When you grab that leg, you have to make sure you insert it properly. That's the main key thing that you learn from Lovebot show. Clearly not the same as lesbian robot romance ecchi that is happening next season. There's a lesbian robot romance ecchi next season? What? What? We must investigate. What? Next season has a lesbian robot show? It's probably a show I know about. I'm blanking on it. Where? I'm just looking for a picture that looks lesbianish. Where's the Yuri? We're level 2. We have reached level 2. Oh, it ended. Okay. Why did it give me an emote? It gave me Frog Ponder. Okay. Anyways. Android one. Okay, again. Android. It said no. Let me just look up the show. Android wa Taiken Ninzu. I don't want Mao. Oh, it's a TV short? Where's the shorts? Oh, God. I forgot all you just kills coming out. It makes me sick. It makes me sick. Does it count if you lose your virginity to an android? That one? Oh, that's gonna be an Anime Festa show, huh? That's an Anime Festa show, isn't it? Yeah, it's our Anime Festa show for the season. Definitely watching it. That's an easy. That's an easy watch, of course. Anyways, what were we talking about? Before some pervert decided to distract me with their perverted shows. God. To bring that disgusting stuff in this chat. Thank you. I don't think Dusk Beyond the End of the World is going to be like Contender. I do enjoy it, but I think it's just kind of just eh. It's kind of just spinning its wheels. It's got some great action. I love the designs, but it's not really blowing me away. Bon. I can't really say Bon's going to end my top 10 because, again, it's similar to the whole situation with Chainsaw. It's technically a film, but it's definitely going to mention. Like, it's definitely going to mention. Like, even if it wasn't, like, me disqualifying it for being a film, I still don't think it would be, like, in my top 10 because, and this is unfortunately just because of how expensive freaking anime is. I'm sure Gigguk would love to have expanded completely into like a 25 episode series. Just because of the product of anime being so expensive. It being as short as it is didn't really quite do enough. It didn't do it enough. I think it has good concepts there. It's got a very, while yes, used before, twist to it. It executes on it well, but it's just not enough to really say that I would really kind of put it. But it sucks to have to put shorts up against with full-length series. Truly, honestly. And it's not like Chainsaw Man where it's got like a, over 2 hour length to really work with. It's mentioned. It's definitely getting mentioned. What would you rate Gigguk himself? He's not an anime. What do you rank Gigguk? The Gigguk tier? It's such a unique thing. Yeah, it's very. And Tatsuki Fujimoto, I think... Ooh, is Tatsuki Fujimoto going to... I haven't finished it yet. I haven't watched the Mermaid one, and I haven't fully watched the art one. Make it anime yourself, and... Dude... If Gigguk can't afford to make a single episode anime, do you really think I can afford to make an anime? If Gigguk, who gets paid so much every time he posts a single video, can't afford to buy an anime, you think I can? Don't get baited. I got totally baited by YP. It's deserved, because YP gave me a bunch of subs. If YP wants to bait me right now because he gave me a bunch of gifted subs and started a hype train, I will be baited. I think if I ever did an anime, I would probably get funding. I don't think it's possible to crowdfund, because I just don't think you're going to get what you would need to make an anime, which would be literally like at least like 10 mil, 4 mil at least. 4 mil, at least 4 mil. Anime is expensive. Anime is expensive. I don't think people realize it. Like, the whole situation with One Punch Man, anime is expensive. That's why studios have to have somebody be a producer of it. That's why they need production committees, sadly. As much as we hate production committees and the decisions they make, they're the only ones willing to pay it. And why do they pay it? Because they want to make money. And so the unfortunate reality of anime is that anime is expensive. Like if you want a really good looking show, like $600,000 per episode. It costs a lot of money. Yeah, 4 mil if you outsource to sweatshops, yes. Like a 600,000 per episode is where you're getting good quality. No matter what, it's going to sweatshops. No matter what, it's going to sweatshops. If it's in a Japanese building, or if it's in, some warehouse in the middle of nowhere. Anyways, go back to there. Chat died. You broke chat. Good job. Y'all broke chat. Hopefully it comes back. But no, Tatsuki Fujimoto, let's see. So far that I've watched, the first episode's really good. Second episode was okay. Third episode was fun. Like, I really enjoyed the third episode. The fourth episode, I think, is probably going to end up being my favorite of, like, the entire series. I really like it. After that, I haven't really seen too much of the other ones. There's a mermaid one, there's the Art Sisters, and then there's the it's the joke NTR episode, and then there's the something else. No, you're there. You're fine. You just gotta just talk. Just talk. I think it's lining up right now to at least be mentioned. Whether it be in the top 10, maybe. It might. Tentatively, it might end up my top 10. I don't know, though. Because, again, this is a situation similar to Bond, where it's like... But it's still kind of shorter. Like, overall, the entire series, I think, would be the length of... what? Probably... 5 episodes? 5 episodes of a full-length series? Because some of them are like 13 minutes, some of them are 18 minutes. I think only one of them's like more than 20 minutes, right? Let me double check. Not that it's like a deal breaker, by the way. It's just, it's what makes it difficult to really kind of value it more. Yeah, only 2 went above 20 minutes. Most of them are 12, 13. There's a couple 18, 19s. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's something that the same creator had a successful movie and a short series come out basically at the same time. It was kind of nice. It was kind of nice. Because Rizzo did really good. Not like insanely well. It's not like Demon Slayer levels, but it seemed like it did well. A lot of people really liked it. I wish more people around here liked it. For those that missed my video about Chainsaw Man, yes, technically last live stream, somebody literally baited me to check on listings for Chainsaw Man. I've all but given up on ever getting anime films near me. For those who don't know, typically I have to drive at least 4 hours one way to watch a, 2 to 3 hour film, probably usually 2 hours, and then another 4 hours to drive back. So it's literally like, it's like a day for me. If I want to watch a film, it's a day for me. Like it's literally a full-time job. Somebody baited me into looking, and for some reason Chainsaw Man was actually listed somewhere decently close. And so I went and watched it. Empty theater. The theater was empty. I was like, oh, this is why they don't have anime films here. This is why I can never find anime films near me, because nobody here watches them. Now, granted, I watched the subtitle version. Maybe the dub got a better showing, or at least people showing up. I wish I did the dub just because the subtitles sucked. Same here, I got lucky with Bunny. It showed when I went to book it, like 3 people in there, but I'm guessing they just didn't show up. Hey, Angry. How's it going? You have Chainsaw Man as an anime. What about Man Chainsaw? What is a Man Chainsaw? What's a Man Chainsaw? Is that the prawn? I kind of wish that the I kind of really wish that the Dragon Maid one came over here. I really wanted to watch Dragon Maid one. Yeah, so we're back to that, by the way. Like, Chainsaw Man was a fluke. I've already checked. It's a joke. Yeah, I got that. After Chainsaw Man, I've been checking regularly, and yeah, sure enough, like, none of the other ones are popping up. Like, we didn't have Maid Dragon here. We're not getting Virgin Punk here. Nothing. See, that was the thing. My showing was a night. It was a pretty late showing. No, JJK, no. I want to say that it was probably because Sony Pictures was involved. Is Sony Pictures doing any other ones right now? I don't think Sony Pictures doing Virgin Punk, is it? JJK should be Sony Pictures. Jujutsu Kaisen. Sony Pictures UK has it. G Kids. It's G Kids, isn't it? Yeah, if G Kids has it, no way is it happening. Yeah. I won't get it. I think it's because it was Sony Pictures, the only reason I got it over here. See, that's the thing. It's like Crunchyroll's annoying with how they were, but if it's Sony Pictures involved, it gets that widespread attention, right? So I guess it's really just a mixture of if Crunchyroll handles it or if Sony does. Because I was getting email. I know that it's an oddity, and I'm sure nothing else is really going to be involved with it because, or at least any other films are going to be involved with this, because I finally got contacts communicating to me and wanting to talk to me when it was Sony Pictures. Like suddenly a Sony Pictures person contacted me about the Chainsaw Man film, and I replied to them, and shocker here, they talked to me. Unlike Crunchyroll, who loves sending me constant PR stuff, but they never talk to me. If it's outside of their purview, they don't talk to you. Like, oh, you gross small content creator, we don't want to talk to you. Sony Pictures, they're communicative. Like they got me press information. They got me. I mean, even though the press information was like useless, at least they gave me access to their press information. Like, yeah, if Sony Pictures can take over all their film distributions for Crunchyroll, please fix the subtitles. But please, I would love that. Hey Zal, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Girl Sit By his most recent one I wanted to go to watch Virgin Punk Clockwork Girl, but nowhere near me. Yeah, I looked for that one. I couldn't find it. I was really wanting to watch that one too. Which again, I'm assuming that one's probably G-Kids as well. Virgin Punk. Who has Clockwork? It's Aniplex? So Sony Pictures doing that, possibly? No, it's gonna be Crunchyroll, isn't it? You didn't much about Virgin Punk? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I'll be the decision. I'll be the decision there. Don't rain on my parade. It's gotta be Crunchyroll, isn't it? It's got Aniplex written over everything, so it's gonna be probably... Aniplex is Sony Pictures. Aniplex is Sony, which is Crunchyroll and Sony Pictures. The question mark that we have here is that who handles the distribution? Is it gonna be Crunchyroll or is it gonna be Sony Pictures? Or is it Aniplex? Yeah, is it Aniplex? I doubt Aniplex does that, right? They're all the same company. It just depends on which branch handles it is really my big question mark, because seemingly Sony Pictures has a better availability. But I'm not seeing Crunchyroll or Sony Pictures listed, so I don't know. Yeah, it's like, who gets it? We're all the same company, but who gets to touch it? Who gets to handle it? Roxy is my waifu too. I feel NTR'd. She is best girl though. Thank you for acknowledging best girl is Roxy. But I feel a little violated right now. It was so funny. I was looking at AmiAmi the other day because they finally got their shipments going again. Thank goodness. Even though they're like super slow right now. Because they're super backed up. I was looking on AmiAmi for like some other new merch that's coming out, and I ended up finding something that was a wall scroll of Roxy, but I had no information about it. Like, they didn't even have a picture on AmiAmi's site, and I had to look it up by the SKU to find out what the wall scroll was. And it's the Roxy with the white Mizugi and the Ponzu on the leg. I pre-ordered it. 35 minutes of the episode, 1 hour of BTS. BTS. What's BTS? I mean, oh, behind. Really? At the theater, there is in 1 hour of behind the scenes? I think I heard that from somebody. I think I heard some people talk about that on the Discord. Well, I mean, if it's cheap, 35 minutes, I don't mind, but that's bad. Why? That's like going to watch like Chitoses and Ramone Bottle episode 1 in theaters, and like it's like, oh crap, this is like 30-minute long episode, and then it's like, nope, never mind. Most of it's just these two girls walking around places and talking about where they filmed or what inspired scenes or whatever. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it's cheap enough to go there and watch the 35 minutes and then walk out of the theater, but that's rough. That's kind of feels like false advertisement. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. That feels like false advertisement. You see the fan animation of all the Mushoku Tensei wives animated to be the Edie of yeah, I seen the Roxy one. Kawaii. I seen the Roxy one. I don't think I've seen the other ones. Yeah, I was like, if BTS sounds familiar. Like, am I missing a joke? Sounds like a K-pop group. Yeah, it was on Discord, yeah. Because I know a few people on the Discord were actually going to go watch it. They were pretty excited for it. I think I've seen somebody talk about that. The directors do talk after movies usually. Not anything I've seen. I mean, unless it's like an actual like screening. I've never seen directors talk after films. I guess that's the idea they're going with, is like to give people sort of a screening experience. Like when they did the screenings, they had the director come up and talk, and so they're wanting everybody to see that. I guess. As long as the film is advertised that, like, it's not like when you walk into a theater, you see the runtime. As long as when you look at the ticket buying and everything, it doesn't say that it's a 1.5 hour long film. It says on the site, 35-minute film, and then you get a bonus when you walk in a theater. That's fine. But if they list buy tickets now for an 1.5 hour long movie, that's bad. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. On the site, it says an hour and 35 minutes. Yeah, I would get a refund. If that legitimately upset you, if that wasn't a good experience to having that, you should get a refund. Easy, no doubt. I mean, that would be like them advertising that a film, it's not like it, but to give an extreme, if you've seen, oh my gosh, a 2 hour long film, holy crap, I want to watch this film, and then literally half of it is the rolling cast, refund. Yeah, I imagine Mal would show the proper time. The problem is the film site, wherever you got your tickets. AMC member, so it was free. Oh, shut up then. Shut up then. Shut up then. Well, you still pay for that AMC membership though, right? You still pay, right? Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna clarify this, but I think I'm gonna remove one of these because I'm gonna list those two the same. Put this down here. How do you put it down here? How do you undo? You can't take it out of my list. Whatever. Anyway, that's fine. I don't care. It's not that big of a deal. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 so far. I have 8. These are like high priority honorable mentions. 8 so far. So what in A goes into the top 10 list? It's 8 right. 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be so tough. I hate this crap. See, you all don't see this part. I will sit here, and I'm gonna do more off stream. Don't get me wrong. Whenever I do my top 10 lists, there's some seasons where it's really easy. I think this season's probably gonna be very easy. I don't think I'm gonna have any problems with fall making a top 10 list and being fine with it. It's not I'm not gonna struggle over anything because it's nothing that's like super blowing me away. But top 10 of a year, I will sit here for hours thinking on this. Because it's like this element of like, there's a little bit of it it's influenced by the viewers. Not that people make me change my mind about things. It's more of an aspect of being held accountable. And the idea that I sort of portray certain things about certain shows, and I feel an obligation to be consistent. And so if I don't have a consistency, I have to explain it. Easy example. Sometimes I will be super hot on the show, and then a few months later pass, and I'll realize, okay, I was a little bit hyped up. It wasn't that great. Or it's kind of forgettable. There's a lot of cases where anime will be forgettable. After a while, you will just... okay, it wasn't that big of a deal because I'm already forgetting so much about it. It hasn't really stuck with me. It hasn't really kind of had me constantly questioning certain aspects about it. The other big part of it really is just kind of deciding which of your babies you want to throw out the door is really what it is. Top 10 lists and struggling over them is literally just deciding which of your babies you want to kick to the curb. I almost want to go back and rewatch a little bit of 100 Girlfriends. I want to say it wasn't too strong. Yeah, it's really what it is. Like, this A is on fire, and which one gets up there? What did I rank 100 Girlfriends in winter? I don't think it was my number 1, was it? Orb. I'm missing Orb in this list. Oh, I'm so glad I remember that. That's the other thing. Another part of it is that I will scour things over and over again to make sure I don't miss something. Orb wasn't listed. Where's Orb going? ReZero Season 3 I don't have in this list. I think all the carryovers didn't end up in the list. Orb. ReZero. That's the only thing that's missing. Orb and ReZero is missing. ReZero is going to be in the list. Orb's going to be in the list. I think I already have my 10. I don't think any of the A's can get in there. Do I want Orb in my top 10 list, though? Orb is amazing. I think it is. I don't think I can justify not having it in there. Is it wrong to pick up Girls in a Dungeon Season 5? Oh my gosh, I forgot about that one too. Oh, damn it. No. Oh, God, dude. I hate these top 10 lists. I hate 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 top 10 lists. So we still have to, I still have to judge ReZero, Orb, and Danmachi. This year only top 15 list. No, I can't do that. That would just make it worse, because then I'm going to be struggling with who gets in the 15 slot. I don't fall for that crap. I have learned long ago, don't do that. The more you add, the more you're just going to contemplate anyways. The same effect happens every single time. Can't wait for Ananta. I'm actually pretty excited for it. Let me do this real quick. Get rid of that. Here. I'm gonna write this down now before I forget later on and kick myself. I don't think I'll forget it, but what was that one? Orb, Danmachi, ReZero, what else? That was it. Yeah, that was it. Anyways, what was the original question? What did I put Orb? I put Orb in my 4th place on my top 10 list of winter. And that was under Medalist, ReZero, Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. It was above 100 Girlfriends. So no matter what, it would definitely be probably... Again, I would have to explain that. This is a good example. If I'd had 100 Girlfriends in there and I didn't have Orb, I would need to explain that. My only problem with Orb, by the way, for those that missed that discussion, I think Orb is sort of a... Orb is one of those, like, once in, like, a decade anime. Like, it's something that just does... It does something different. It has a message. It says something. It's not following tropes. It's just, this is the story that it tells, and it's something extremely unique and special. My only problem that I had with Orb, and it was the only reason why I, unlike a lot of other people who did not have it as my anime of the year, or anime of the season at that time, my only problem that I had with Orb is that I felt like a good chunk of the second half was not great. I just didn't like what it did. Orb, for the most part, what was special for it for me was it's about, like, it's about discovery. Like, Orb opens up with the idea that of the willingness to risk it all for the sake of knowledge. These people are willing to die just to discover something, or at least to prove something. And it felt like the entire later part where it gets into the whole, like, you know, anti-church group and the church itself and the, you know, all that stuff. It became more about value. It became about, like, achieving something for value rather than for discovery purposes. It's very different. It felt very different. Good characters still, but its gold was, like, those earlier parts. That was the good stuff. It still has a really great ending, by the way. Not a great ending, but it had a great, like, gut punch point in that later quarter. For those that know. But it's still special. Like, in the end, Orb is a special show. The more you add, the more you know. Knowing is half the battle. I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading. Early meme stuff, sorry. Early day memes. I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading. What else? Let me make sure that I didn't miss anything else. Now that those 3 popped up, I'm curious. Let me look at top 2024. All right, let's look at spring. Spring, I had for my top 5. This is 2024. I'm like, what? Mushoku Tensei? That's not this year. What? 5. I'm gonna look at these ones. I'm probably gonna call it a stream. My bum's starting to hurt. Close that. So spring, I had 10 mono, 9 Catch Me at the Ballpark, Food for the Soul, Vigilantes, Boku no Hero Academia, From Old Country Bumpkin, GQ Waksu, Uma Musume, Cinderella Grey, Kowloon Generic Romance, Apocalypse Hotel, and Apothecary Diaries. So, solid top 5 right there, but I think everything below there was kind of a little bit weaker. Summer was the hell. Summer is obviously hell. I think most of my top 10 list for the year is going to be from summer. Summer I had City of the Animation, Fragrant Flower Blooms, Arknight's Rise from Ember. It's that one I want in my top 10 list so bad because it's so good. Silent Witch, Dress Up Darling, Tuba Hero X, Toilet Hanaka-kun, Ruri Rocks, Call Knight, Takabe's Original Sin. Such a good season, dude. Summer was so good. Like, I was covering, what, 6 shows a week that week? Oh, it was tough. Plan to do anything special when you cross 50,000 subscribers? Everybody says I'm supposed to do a room tour, but I doubt that. No, I haven't really thought of anything. Currently, I haven't thought of anything, so. Always open for suggestions. We'll be buying and reading Silent Witch light novels. I thought I would. Is it even releasing over here? Wait. Is it published here? I don't think it is it? I want to say that I looked that up and it wasn't publishing here. I actually thought about rearranging the display case stream this stream. I actually was planning on doing that this stream, RFX, but this ended up taking longer than I thought it would. I might do that next week. I might do a display case thing tomorrow next week. For those who don't know, what I was thinking about at some point, we talked about this. Have I been on the screen the entire time? You guys have been seeing what I was looking at? What I planned to do was like do a stream where I was gonna let people vote what figures go here, because there's technically like 2 more shelves down here that you guys can't see. I guess I can show it to you right now. I can't see what I'm showing you though. That's another problem. Oh, I can. Damn, I have this tight. You can at least see one of them. The other one's gonna be below the desk. Now I have to fix this again. That's the only problem. Everything gets messed up. Look away if you get nausea, easy. That's good. Anyways, you can at least see like one more shelf down there. But the idea was like to go through and show the other figurines that are not on stream and let people pick if they want to put them up in the top of shelves. Has 7 volumes. Yeah, I'm seeing that now. I'm thinking about it. They're already at volume 7, though. Jeez. Have they been releasing them for a while, or they just turn them out quickly? Room tour has much chance of staying another season. I was holding off on the room tour before I got a new desk, but the desk has been taking a long time. Because, like, of everything that, like, is in here, everything's been pretty much redesigned for the sake of my content creation. Except for the desk. The desk's like the central point, and it's just like pretty much 2 desks rigged together. I wanted to get that replaced first. You got the EPUBs of it. How was the adaptation compared? Was it a good adaptation? Or is it a faithful adaptation is the question mark. Anyways, we might do that next week. We'll see. Because I've basically redone. I mean, you guys see if you've been watching for a while. I've been redone all of these, and the new setup that I have is actually really good. Because I can actually open them whenever I want to, which is great. But the ceiling that I did redo them with is so much better. Like, I don't have a dust problem. But I need to redo. There's one that's actually behind the camera. So there's even more figures over there that I can actually show off. But they're mostly my brothers. I can show you one of them. Show one of them all. The best one I'll show off. If I can get to it without opening my camera. Oh, bad idea. I've shown one of them off. No! That dusty. It's a little dusty though. Let's look at this thing. This thing is so huge. It's probably one of my favorites of my brothers. It's a little dusty. How many in the chat even know who this is? This thing is actually pretty crazy. It is actually a very crazy thing. Anybody in the chat? Give me a second. I think my dogs are fussing. Sorry. Anybody call it? You at least know where it's from then. You at least know where it's from. Anyways, it's Tama from Wheat Cross. But this thing's huge though. Like that's how tall. It's like the size of my head. If not like 50% bigger. But yeah, it's like that. People would be able to decide like that's like, holy crap, why that's not in the background. I would give people an option. I'm not sure though if I want to let chat completely decide, because the chat sometimes has some bad taste. Maybe I might do it like a voting system or something. I haven't really thought too much about it. But yeah, it would be the first Wheat Cross show, I believe. I think it was the first one. Selector, is it Selector Infected Wheat Cross? Say decent, but a lot of world building was glossed over and skipped quite a few sections. That I can kind of see, because I felt like when they finally started actually getting into like the conflict, like especially with the girl that was, you know, secretly going after somebody, when it started getting to her and why she was doing it, it was like, oh, okay, well suddenly, okay, this is important. But I kind of forgave it because of it being sort of tied in with the Duke. It's like, oh, it's a Duke. Obviously, for the entire series so far, I've been kind of establishing the Duke bad boy. Don't trust the Duke. That's good though. That's good though. Anyways, we'll see about that though. Euchers. My doggo got in a little tussle. Being grunt butt. Anyways, I think I'm going to call it there. It was a good stream. Like I said before, I didn't really have plans too much. Just wanted to pop on here and just chat with people. We had some good discussion earlier about the situation with misinformation, and that was some good talk. A little bit of AI talk, then some end of the year talk. I'm sure this list will be mutilated and butchered over and over again until I decide what to do. Has the music been like super loud this entire stream and you guys didn't tell me about it? Chat never yells at me when my stuff is too loud. Has my music been loud, like super loud the entire stream? Hopefully it's been ambient enough. Okay, good. Everyone's like, no, we didn't hear you this entire time. This entire stream we haven't been able to hear you. Yeah, it was a good stream. It was a good stream. Feel bad, missed the first 2 hours. Well, I appreciate you popping in and throwing some support. I really appreciate that. Again, thanks again to YP, RFX, Gearless throwing some massives. Good to see Gearless. Who else? What the fan art? Who else? I'm missing somebody. Somebody else that I'm missing. I don't have my list anymore. Why don't I have my list anymore? Crystal. That was the other person. Crystal. Okay, yeah. Got it. But I appreciate it. I really do. I'm gonna write those down real quick. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Yeah. Everyone, if you can try to avoid YouTube Shorts with nothing but spoilers, AI YouTube Shorts. Well, that's not difficult for me because I avoid shorts to get with. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. It was a fun little stream here, and I will probably be back next week. I'll try to do weekly live streams again now that everything's kind of settled down with the season and the first impressions, all that kind of stuff. I do want to work on all this crap that I keep promising, like the return of the hidden gems and my other video that I want to make about isekais that I've been putting off for forever. But we'll see, though. We'll see, though. Anyways, y'all have a good one. Thank you guys for dropping by.